Happy Monday night. What's going on, guys? Happy holiday. Today is Labor Day. Hope you guys are having a good one. We are here to watch Monday Night Raw together. I thought it would be more fun to come up here and watch Raw with you guys than to watch it alone and come up here later and do a review. And we are just 48 hours removed from the boys and girls having a hell of a show over in Berlin on Saturday. And now the next stop is Bad Blood. So we will see what the future holds next for Gunther, who is seemingly going to be without a challenger now that Randy Orton lost to him, shook his hand, exited gracefully in defeat, probably heading back now to SmackDown, which means Gunther is going to be left with no challenger, at least right now, and they might set something up tonight for Bad Blood, or they might even keep Gunther off TV. I haven't even seen him advertised for tonight. I know Punk is there. They've got a couple of those triple threats to narrow down the Intercontinental number one contender match against Braun Breaker coming up, and Bronson Reed was one of the people in those triple threats tonight. He was pulled because earlier on in the day he tested positive for COVID. So no Bronson Reed tonight. He will be replaced. There was rumblings of maybe Braun Strowman. That wouldn't make much sense after Reed, demolished Strowman last week on the car. Our friend Ibu of Wrestle Purists tweeted out, "God is good." Maybe Montez. It doesn't make much sense, but maybe Montez. It could be him. Not really sure who's going to step in and fill in for Bronson Reed tonight. All the best to the big feller who got COVID after he's been looking pretty unstoppable lately. So hopefully he gets better and is ready to rock by next week. Happy that everyone is here. Good to see you. We got, the show is starting. Let me do a refresh on my stream so I can get it. The streaming platform that I watch Raw on is generally going to be about a minute behind what you guys are watching on. It's the top of the hour here, according to my clock, but I still have the last couple of minutes of this stupid show wrapping up. Law and Order or whatever the fuck it is. So anyway, Raw is not on for me yet, but we're getting there. Let's say hello to Jacob and Nick Steele, Douth Wait. We got Ronnie in here, Red Raven Rucker, Daniel Berry Sports, Green P, Ricky Zalvadar, David Brown. Happy birthday to David Brown. Show David some love. Isaac's in the house as well. Superman, Bass Fisher. We got Rodrigo, Juliet, Zach Palgett, Al Ramos, Big J. Good to see everyone in here this evening. Raw is finally starting for me now. Then, now, forever. Do you think Triple H's voice is going to get as bad as Vince McMahon's got at the end, Like Vince just sounds like a gurgling sewer. I don't know what Triple H is going to sound like when he's 80. Together. Forever. Congrats to Triple H's daughter off to college. Can't believe Triple H and Stephanie have kids old enough to go to college. They are in Denver? Jesus. Well, I guess that's where NXT was last night, right? It's a long trip, man, getting all the way back from Germany Saturday night to Denver to work a Monday show. Jesus, man. That's gnarly. Who's this voice? Is this Joe Tessitore? There's Wade Barrett, and we know we're getting Tessitore debuting tonight, I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Is Barrett going to introduce Tessitore, or is he going to introduce Gunther?
What a thrill it is for me to be back at the desk on Raw, but joining me is a man who has broadcast pretty much every major...
It's a big hire for them. We'll see if he works out. Joe Tessitore. Kevin Patrick and Jimmy Smith, they were great, but they were very, very bland. This guy's got a little spice. A little cayenne. Oh, don't play up to the home crowd, Joe. Right off the bat, getting cheap pops. All right. They didn't really get the cue there, Joey. All right, so they just introduced Joe to us right there live in the ring, so that's cool. I feel like when Raw goes to Netflix, the plan is for Cole and McAfee to come back here, and then these two heading off to SmackDown, or staying on USA Network and doing SmackDown, I guess. All right, we're going to get a big Bash in Berlin package here. Damn good show. 5 matches. Fun. All the matches were good. Hot as balls crowd. What else can you ask for? Maybe 2 more matches. I didn't hate the women's tag. It wasn't that bad. I mean, that's got to be your Mania match, right? Belair and Cargill. Welcome back to the family. Colin Wright, Superman Bass Fisher is hooking you up with a membership. That's awesome. Thanks, Superman. Let me know if you catch any bass. I've been watching, not watching a lot, but if I'm just looking for some background stuff, something calming when I'm editing or something, I've been watching this YouTube channel, Bama Bass. It's this guy in Alabama that built this 5-acre pond on his property, and he's just put a lot of time and money and effort into this pond, and he stocked it with bass and fish, and it's got his own little ecosystem, and he narrates his videos with this most calming, southern accent. And look him up if you actually fish for bass. Bama Bass. It's perfect, soothing background. It's almost like having a Bob Ross painting show on or something. It's hard to describe. All right, quite the video package here for Bash in Berlin. I'm curious if Gunther is going to open the show or if they're going to keep him off, another week before they start gearing up whoever his challenger is going to be, because they're trying to figure out the Intercontinental #1 contender right now as well. So if we talked about this in the review on Saturday, that if they are trying to figure out who Gunther's next challenger is going to be, if they're going to do any matches to determine that, you might not want that happening at the same time you're having matches determine the IC. Just a guess. There he is. There's Gunther. Look how good he looks. Fucking stud. When it comes to really, really tough, handsome ass kickers, me and Gunther are a rare breed. There's not many of us. There's Punk. Wearing a Chicago Blackhawks hat in Denver. The new one. Appreciate the $5. Bro, you better be going to Mania next year. I'm going to be there. We're going to party in Vegas, Vontae. I hope you go, man. I really hope so. It's going to be a party up there. I think I'm going to go up a day early and go on Thursday this year. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably leave Monday. Make a week of it. All right, it's Ripley. Ripley, are you going to sing your theme song when you come to the ring? Of course you are, because for some reason you like to do that, and I fucking hate it. Well, she's not dressed for... I guess that could be gear. I mean, we just lost Sid recently. We spent a lot of time over the past week talking about Sid. And one of the things that keeps getting repeated over and over about him is what a perfect look he had. Picture perfect look. No better look in the history of the biz than Sid. That argument can also be made for Rhea Ripley. I mean, when it comes to women's wrestlers, I mean, show me better. And I'm not talking just one dimension, not just muscles per se. I'm just saying the whole entire thing. The package. She's got it all. I mean, she's popular even with non-wrestling fans. She's a huge hit, apparently, on TikTok. I was unaware of this. All right, Ripley, what does she got to say? I mean, I said that if they should do Ripley and Liv Morgan in the Hell in the Cell, do a men's and a women's Hell in the Cell. The only problem is that means both Raw or both Hell in the Cell matches will be coming from Raw. SmackDown won't have one. Or you just do one match with Punk and Drew and you don't do two Hell in the Cells. Either way, I assume that it's got to be Ripley and Liv. Monday Night Mommy. Aren't you tired, girl? Yeah, I eat, sleep, and bleed. Usually in that order, yeah. I'm telling you, I've mentioned this twice in podcasts. They should challenge Baszler and JD for the tag team titles. The Terror Twins. Is that what they're called? Terror Twins. Or the Twins of Terror, whatever they are. Like, if you want to protect Baszler, fine. Just give Baszler diarrhea and have Carlito take his place, and then Carlito and JD drop the belts to Rhea and Priest. Yeah, Ryan Adams, we brought him up too. Sami Zayn, we mentioned him in the review saying that he's the only person that could potentially walk right in and get a title shot from, like, Adam Pearce without having to earn it or whatever, you know. He beat Gunther. And here comes Dom. I'm still sad that they've broken up. I always liked Dom and Rhea together. This is sad to see them now as enemies. Dom's got a Shaina. What happened to Dom? I didn't realize he got tagged in the Berlin match. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, he's got a gnar one, man. I wonder what spot that happened on. Oh, boo. She's not here. I got her on my fucking overlay, Dom. She better be here. What's up, K-Dog's Kennel? Good to see Joshua Aparicio and Garrett and Barry. And Ryan. And Trekopedia. And Ruben. And Stephen Harris. Oh, I missed a bunch of y'all. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here, man. Watching some Raw tonight. Happy Labor Day to everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed a nice, relaxing day off. Liv is still recovering. That's a shame. I mean, there's going to come a day where Ripley and Dominic are going to reunite. It might be 3 years from now, but it's going to happen. It's going to be great. I might be 50 when that happens. But it's going to happen. Ruben Anthony, what's a day off? I don't know for sure. Ask Ferris Bueller. I think he's the only one that really knows the true definition of that. Oh, no Samantha Irving tonight. Okay. Wonder what she's doing. Okay, so Dom is saying that Liv is going to accept her challenge. Dominic does not suck. Dominic is the best. I don't know what's wrong with these fans. I love when Dominic screams at us in Spanish. That means he's really mad. Yeah, Josh, I'm 21. A lot of bald 21-year-old fuckers running around. Oh, Stupido, I know what that means. I don't think Dom's wearing makeup. That's a real black eye. He's got a bloodshot eye in there, so he really got popped, I think. Okay, anytime, any place, says Ripley. That's where I'm at. What does Dom is a no Sabo sign mean? It means that Dom isn't a Sabo. Oh, who's coming? Boom, Liv. There's Liv. Hey, I thought she was recovering. So Liv's a liar. Oh my God, she's going after. Oh! Was that on purpose? They tied Rhea up in the ropes there. Actually looked really good. Oh, wow, they're going to take out her legs. Smart. Oh, gives Rhea Ripley an upside down kiss. Here comes Priest. Here comes. Yeah, let her out of there. These two little fucks. That wasn't that bad. That was just like the 3 of woe or something. It's no big deal. It's a 3 of woe, baby. That's all it is. You're all right, Ripley. Shake it off, girl. You've been through worse. I could have gotten up from that. Come on. See, I told you, Joshua, I was right. It means he's not a Sabo. I mean, it's a watch along, so I'll probably doing a lot of talking tonight, but let me know how you guys feel about Tessitore on play-by-play here. Yeah, we got Uncle Howdy in the ring last week. This was really good. I thought the whole match was pretty fun. We watched it last week. Perfect. Sister Abigail. Unbelievable execution on that. If Joe Tessitore don't work out, we should have Booker T replace him. If Joe Tessitore don't work out, I just think Booker T needs to get him a gym membership. Problem solved. You're American made. Somebody put a great video up of American. Oh, Chad just slaps the shit out of. I don't know which one's which. I think that I don't think that was Brutus. That was the other one. But somebody made like a video of these guys coming out to the ring to Hogan's WCW music. It actually looked really good. They're American made. We listened to that song last night on the Fall Brawl 99 classic watch along. That was fun. We'll do another Fall Brawl in a couple weeks. I really like the shorter, the not as tall Tron. You know, like the last one went up like super high. I like that this one's just smaller, more horizontal than vertical. All right. All right, we'll see. So it's not a Wyatt Sicks, it's the old alphas taking on these guys. Oh, Unforgiven 04. We could do that next week. This coming Sunday, we will not be here for a watch along. I have got a family dinner, but we'll be back in 2 weeks for the next one. I think I'm going to stick with the fall brawls because they were fun. We might look at 93 or 94 and see how much fun we can have there.
Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with
God, it's gonna be football. It's time for football already.
TV on us and get every out-of-market Sunday game. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon. See you Sunday.
Hey, on the mountain we got a saying. Get off your...
I actually don't like Barry. I don't like the stage on the ground. I liked it more elevated with the ramp sloping down. But in terms of like the Tron, they're not going to get too creative these days. When it comes to Raw or SmackDown, I like the skinnier one better than just the crazy tall one that looked like it went to the ceiling. I do wish it was like they did maybe have more of a ramp coming down, but other than that, I don't. I think the days of having like really, really unique pay-per-view sets and TV sets are long gone. Oh, I didn't know. What did you? Where'd that? Colin Wright. Any memories of Sonny King, who passed away today? I did not. I was not aware Sonny King passed away. Sonny King was a little bit before my time. He wrestled primarily in the 70s, from what I remember. I know he passed through WWE. If he held any titles, it would have been a tag. But I've only seen clips. I don't have like memories of him because he was kind of already pretty played out by the time I was born. But that's sad. I did not know. I was unaware that he passed away. Rest in peace, Sonny King, North Carolina boy, I believe. I think. This new Beetlejuice comes out on my birthday. Beetlegeist. So it's got Winona Ryder, but I guess no Gina Davis and clearly no Alec Baldwin. He's going through some shit. Or he was. I think that's over now, but he was going through some shit.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina. Starting September 13th.
Of course, I believe in Joe Hendry. He had a good little outing for himself last night, unsuccessful in his world title bid for NXT.
Starts live September 13th today, only on USA.
All right, that SmackDown's coming up, y'all, September 13th. Okay, so Catherine O'Hara is back. I think I knew that. I saw her in the clip. But not the Ferris Bueller principal. He's like in some... He's a bad boy as well, so he's definitely not going to be in it. I mean, everybody, all the main stars are still alive in that movie, for the most part, I believe. Maybe not Juno. Talk her down. I like Priest. I really, really, really like Damian Priest. I just do. I like his vibe. He's got good size. I like, him kind of talking real off the ledge there. Maxine is not of this world. Maxine should be illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to be that hot. It should be a law. It's like you can go to 10, but you can't go to 11. It's one hotta. Why don't you just make 10 the hottest, and then 10 will still be the top number? But she's an 11. There's some good signs in the crowd. One says hot dog water is delicious. What's the Limp Bizkit hot dog water album? Hot dog water is not delicious. Anybody ever watch Arrested Development? The daughter makes, they're like, what are you making soup? She goes, yeah. He goes, what do you call it? Hot ham water. And she just puts some chunks of ham in water and boils it. Hot ham water. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on the hot ham water. I'll be good. I said hot ham water at work one night, and lo and behold, little waitress sitting right next to me got the reference. I was so proud. I'm like, we're promoting you. Why can't I remember the non-Brutus Creed's name? It's Brutus and... Not Brutus and Butthole. What are their names? What are the Creed's names? Oh, Julius. I know that. Okay, Julius and Brutus. When Julius goes to the tanning bed, he's an orange Julius. When Brutus goes to get a haircut, he's Brutus at the barber. Big running knee to Otis. Apparently there was a big talent meeting today before the show. Talent was reminded not to curse on camera, which I thought was funny. Guess they've had some issues with that. Like, look, I know we're going to Netflix and everything, but we're still PG. Or keep that in mind. They're not cussing on the mic or whatever, but I guess the camera's been picking them up cursing, so I guess they told them to be careful not to show too much emotion. We wouldn't want these people at home thinking this is real. God forbid. Chad eats corn the long way. Yeah, he probably does. It's just all, when you're doing it that way, it's just all about, you know, relaxing your throat and making eye contact. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to when you're eating corn. Go, Maxine. Maxine, good little stander there on the drop kick. Maxine's limitations, like in-ring limitations, whatever they may be, are a rare occurrence where it actually makes her endearing, you know? Like, fans are just so nasty all the time, but like, I see her actively trying to get better. She is out there always reacting or doing something or moving around out there. She's never just sitting there. She's never lost, doesn't know what to do. She seems eager and willing to work and willing to learn. And so every time I see her do something that looks like it's an improvement, it makes me happy because I know she's working hard. There, she's going up to the top. Look at her go. Oh, she's going to the... Oh, no. Look at her. Wow. Top rope dive to the floor. Oh, we're going to commercial on that one. There you go. Go, girl. I mean, she didn't get much airtime, but she dove off there, and that's good enough for me. Rodrigo, I don't know shit about Pokemon. Never played it, never know what it... I don't even know what it is. It's cards or something. I remember when that game came out, I was getting tickled by people walking off cliffs searching for Pokemon. That was funny. But other than that, I have no fucking idea about anything Pokemon related. I'm Pokemon illiterate. I know more about quantum physics than I do about Pokemon. Oh yeah, Tito's back. I didn't even see Tito back there. Poor little guy. It's a hot one today. He lays on like flat. It's not that hot. I mean, it's... But I feel like he's probably warm under all his fur, so he's just chilling. I'm not torturing him or anything. He's fine. But it's a warm summer day.
Things happen to the best of us.
Nice, Michael Cuomo. Thanks for the $5. Yo, Greg, I got a 2025 Honda Civic Sport a couple of weeks ago. Sadly, I don't get news from 2025. That is great. I'm a Civic man myself. I'm driving a 2023 Sport Touring right now. I love it. It's got my Bose sound system in it. It's sweet. I totaled my last Civic and got this new one. I do like this new one a lot more. It's a little smaller, hatchback. Is yours a hatchback, Michael? Yeah, I got the hatchback version, which I really like. Yeah, that accident I got in was it was a scary moment, but it was a happy accident because it landed me in a better car.
Crazy story. Yesterday, I was at the Nissan end of summer sales event taking a test drive. And Laura says, "We've got somewhere to be." And off we went. We're having a blast. And she tells me it's recommended by Consumer Reports. These roads are going fast. I knew I had to have
Nice, Michael. Hatchback for life.
Get 0% financing for 36 months. Or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024.
What blew my mind about when I got my car, yours probably has the same thing, is right under the dash or the radio there, there's that thing you can just put your phone on. It just charges your phone wirelessly. I'm like, that's so crazy. I never use it, but it's there. Barry, what's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck 1999. Rookie card. It's my favorite. I'm getting an awesome Jerome's commercial. None of y'all have Jerome's in your area. It's my furniture store here in San Diego. Zane G, what's up, man? Good to always see my friends in the house. Appreciate dropping in $10 for us, man. Nothing related to Raw, but I'm watching Attitude Era Raws and pay-per-views and noticed that Triple H wins 75% of his matches by cheating. Yeah, in those days. Sounds about right. Even when he was a babyface, he's winning by cheating. In that latter match, Shaina nutshotted Rock, remember? Triple H is a cheater. Wow, Brutus overshot that springboard moonsault and had to readjust midair. Jose Lopez, go to my channel, go to the main page of my channel, hit the search button, and just search baseball cards. I have a whole video of my entire baseball collection on my channel that I did about 2 years ago. Check it out. Meets up with Brutus. Oh, spinner elbow from, look at Otis rolling around. Otis is built like a King Kong Bundy LJN figure. Oh, yeah. I mean, Otis has been in the company, what, 6 years? It's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, he won the Money in the Bank at the headquarters. How we liking Tessitore so far, y'all? Give me your grades.
Julius Creed taking no risk whatsoever. This is must win for American made. I don't want to see Chad Gable after this match if they don't get the victory. Denver trying to rally support now for the big man. Tozawa with a German suplex. Julius Creed feeling the power of Tozawa. And then Brutus's turn.
Wow, go Tozawa. Oh, he got caught by Julius. Jesus. Wow, what a bump by Julius. Right into the barricade. Brutus ball to Otis. So I always jumped in the pool when I was a kid. Come on, Maxine. Get it, girl. There she goes. Look at her taking out Ivy. Running knee strike. Go, Maxine. Proud of this one. Nip up. Oh, she's so good. She's just somebody that I want to see do well. Oh, Lord. Damn, she's hulking up. Got their the reverse worm. Oh, the reverse caterpillar, I guess. Oh, kicks Chad Gable in the head. And there's Ivy Nile back. She's probably going to put down Maxine here. Oh, she's tapping. That's all right, Maxine. Shake it off. All right, so Gable's got his crew in here. He's on the mic. Let's see if the Wyatt Sicks appear. They probably will. I mean, how dumb do you have to be? After you win a match, I'd get the F out of that ring if I was those guys.
Last week it was supposed to be a classic one-on-one match between me and Howdy, but of course he had to get his freak show of a family involved. But that's his fault, because now I've seen what it's going to take to beat him, and you're looking at it right here. So I'm calling you out, Howdy. Next week, right here in this ring, we want an 8-man tag team match.
An 8-man. Or an 8-person.
And in true good old American fashion, I'm going to make sure this is the end of all of this crap, because it's not just any tag match. We're going to have ourselves
Tornado? Street fight. Okay.
And we're not just going to get rid of the Wyatts for you guys and for the locker room. We're going to get rid of the Wyatts for America.
For America. That's good. I'm glad. They're going to get rid of the Wyatts for America because the Wyatt Sicks are tormenting America right now. So that's good. Oh, okay. So it's going to be 4 freaks against these 4 next week. So we know one's going to be Nikki. It's probably be everybody but Uncle Howdy.
Wyatt Sicks, I'm not right in the head. This is dangerous ground for American men. Days.
That's how long it's been. 375.
My path is in the void now. The silence.
Poor Bo Dallas.
But I can still hear. My life is no longer mine. So if this is the path that you've chosen, who am I to neglect you and your undoing? You gamble your very being, and we will collect the debt.
Oh, here they come. And there's one of them's Nikki, and we know she's going to be in the match next week. She just re-upped and inked a new deal with the company, I think. We saw that this week.
away the challenge is accepted. As Uncle Howdy comes out and says, we will take it on the 8-man street fight. But I want to go back to what we said. Bo Dallas, a.k.a. Uncle Howdy, he has accepted plenty of challenges in his life. His family, especially his sister, so beautifully put it this past week when he had his ring return, celebrating his past return to the ring grade. Not just the emotional pull.
Yeah, I mean, I do like him. I wasn't sure how he would translate to wrestling. I mean, I know of Joe Tessitore. I've seen him before in the various things he's done, especially with ESPN. But he's fitting in here. And I like Jimmy Smith too, you know, but the problem with Jimmy Smith, he was like kind of like invisible, which is actually a good thing, but you almost like didn't even know he was there. And I think there's got to be like a little balance. You kind of want to be somewhat aware of the announcers, but they also need to be able to tell the story without, you know, distracting you or whatnot. And Tessitore's so far so good. We're only 39 minutes into his WWE run, but I think so far he's doing very well.
That's tonight. After an epic NXT No Mercy,
Yeah, we had NXT on. We were eyeballing NXT last night. While we were doing the classic watch along, we saw Julia show up. She was heavily rumored. There was word that she was heading over here to the States, and it only made sense that she was going to turn up there face to face with Roxanne. Apparently, she's listed her parameters or her conditions for dating her. Number one, you have to be over 40. Check. Number two, you have to do whatever she says. Okay, I will. So I definitely qualify. Am I suffering through this cell phone commercial with Otis and Gable by myself, or did y'all have to watch it too?
It's cool. It's creamy.
Because I didn't like that.
It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Oh yeah, you said I was 21. I forgot. Michael, she did not say you have to learn. It's not required for you to know Japanese or Italian, so that's good.
Well, that's all it's been here. Never-ending pasta bowl starting at $13.99 for a limited time.
She can just scream at you in another language. You can just guess what she's saying.
Introducing Glimmy Gloss for a
Yep. We're still smoking that bacon. You built this? Looks like you need a break. The General gives you one with flexible paper.
He's like Finch in American Pie. He likes older women. Oh, Finch.
Go with the General. Hit it again, Dad. This $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Dunkin's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese.
Don't touch me when I'm tantric.
Crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal.
Finch, get away from that FICA. That's a jizz-free FICA. Or ficus. A ficus tree. It's a jizz-free ficus. Oh my god. One of my good friends bought me a ficus tree for my like 20th birthday, like 1997. She came over all proud, knocking on my door, came in with this fucking tree, sticks it right by my window with a light. 3 months. I murdered that tree. I watered it. I tried to do everything I could. Every time she came over, more leaves are brown, more on the ground. I'm like, I can't take care of a tree. I don't know how. I failed that one. I haven't had a plant or a tree since. I can do pets. I can take care of people and animals, but my thumb ain't green. It's some other whack color. I still feel bad about that ficus because it really spruced up my apartment. And back then, you can imagine what a 20-year-old boy's apartment looked like, right? So it could use a tree, and I killed it. So sad. Heidi, I'm sorry I killed your tree. I still feel bad. It's been 25 years. Or 27 years. I can't add. Oh, God. Zelena Vega. She got her Count Chocula or whatever. Still trying to get that flip-flop over. I like the Puerto Rican flag. That's really cool. I mean, she's done that before, but it was in the colors. This is just black and white and sparkly. It's kind of like Macho Man looking. My favorite is 30 Rock. Alec Baldwin started dating on his character on the show started dating Selma Hayek's character. And Alec Baldwin plays this really like rich conservative man. And he was like, so where are you from? She goes, I'm Puerto Rican. He goes, no, I know that. But what do I call you? And she goes, I'm Puerto Rican. And he just goes, that does not sound right. I love it. Why is she so emotional? What's going on with Zelena right now? She got something going on we don't know about? She looks awfully emotional in that entrance. I hope everything's all right. And it's her dad's birthday or something like that, maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, this is just a throwaway Raw match. She was coming out there with the same emotion that she had at Backlash last year in San Juan. Why is she so... What's going on? I'm curious. I want to get the backstory on this. This feels like she's legitimately, personally emotional about something, and I'm wondering what the deal is. Oh, that's right. I forgot she got that last month was that injury. Okay, so maybe she's just emotional about being back. Maybe she's just emotional about being back in the ring for the first time in a month. I guess, but... This is a 3-on-1 here. It's Shaina Baszler versus Zelena, but you got Zoe and Sonya out there. I got a feeling Damage Control might make their presence known. I mean, I feel like Shaina could kill her in like 2 seconds here. Yeah, I know that, but she wouldn't. That is not the reason. I don't think she's that emotional in the middle of Raw because September 11th is coming up in 9 days. No, I don't think that's it. It's got to be something else. Maybe it's just September. I mean, it is September 2nd. Maybe just the whole month is a nasty memory for her. That's understandable. Completely understandable.
Interesting to listen to Zelena Vega in the lead up to this match. On social media the other day, she said, don't think about that, what happened for 3 weeks. Well, I had to sit home and watch. Zelena Vega with that fire and intensity she had. It's just been building and building for weeks now, and now's her opportunity to get the ultimate payback against Shaina Baszler. Yeah, the 619 to the shin. She said, promise you this, you say my name 3 times, and I'm going to show you the monster that I've been suppressing. As you say, it's been building up.
Yeah, and Zelena, I'm not sure how old Zelena is now, but she was just a kid when her dad passed. That's probably a rough memory. There was a big story here in San Diego. I think it was 2007. There was a guy who was swimming training for like a triathlon out at the beach here in San Diego and got killed by a great white shark who attacked him, and it made like pretty national headlines. I know it was even talked about on the Joe Rogan show. And then I move here and I start working at the restaurant, and I'm there about 6 months, and we hire this hostess, and I'm training her one night, and she's got like a tattoo on her arm of like a surfboard or something, or something like that. It was a swimmer surfboard. I forgot what it was. And I was like, that tattoo, what does that mean? And she goes, oh, it's a tribute to my dad. And he was killed by a great white shark 3 years ago. It was like all over the news. And I'm like, that was your dad? And she goes, yeah. And she was like 8, or no, I guess she would have been older than that. She would have been like 12, I guess, 12 or 13. And she was at her friend's spending the night. And heard there, she was got a call at her friend's house letting her know what happened. And she told me the whole story. I'm like, God damn, that's rough. So rough. So you think of Zelena and like anybody who's just had a rough memory of losing a parent, especially at a young age when you're a kid, and you know, a lot of those memories stay with you so vividly. I know mine do. Like that's just got to be rough. So all the best to Zelena. If she was getting a little choked up in there for something related to her father on September 11th, that's sad. Okay, so she was only 11. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. Eric Kuntz, what do I think of WWE having a women's speed championship? I have 2 questions. Are you asking me what I think about WWE making a women's speed championship? Because if they did, I'm not unaware of that. Or do you mean what do I think about them creating one in the future one day? I personally don't need it. I've yet to watch a single men's speed match, so adding a women's speed championship would just add something else that I'm not going to watch. So they can do it if they want, but I'm probably not going to watch it. Too much going on.
I found the one thing that I was put on this.
I don't watch NXT, and I don't watch Rampage, and I don't watch Speed. So those are what I'm currently not watching.
Nothing can stop you from answering.
If I could be you could be me, just 1 hour.
I don't watch much of Collision either, to be honest. Yeah. This Friday, guys, is the final Fox SmackDown. It's time to celebrate, man. Jeez. I'm so ready for it to leave SmackDown.
The rugged nature of Shaina Baszler, who rode through that early storm from Zelena Vega and has completely reset the balance in this matchup. Now Vega with a spinning elbow. Vega's a woman who's never going to give up, despite the pain, despite the overwhelming odds against her. Crossbody denied. Suplex applied. Baszler.
Ooh, nice little stunner there by Zelena. I'm going to go grab another cold one. I'll be right back. Oh, wow. So her dad died at 33, and Zelena currently is 33. Oh, that's interesting. Making it to the age that your parent made it to. That's frustration now from Zelena Vega. That second attempt after a beautiful moonsault, despite the amount of abuse that small body of Vega has already had to absorb in this matchup. Zelena's doing this. She went like this and did a 619. I think that's more like a this than a this. Who was the wrestler in the 90s that first started doing that? Too Cold Scorpio, I think, was the first one I started seeing do this for the first time and Shaina puts down Zelena before he does some crazy top rope 450 or whatever. I think Scorpio was the first one I ever saw do that. Will Shane McMahon make it to 78? Hell yes. Shane O'Mac for sure. Shane O'Mac will make it to 178. I'm convinced. Okay, so Zelena took a sign about her father. That's what got her. Okay, well that's good. That means there was a reason. Is this Damage Control coming? No, it's Lyra. I forgot about her. Where have you been?
Women's champion who has had her own issues with the Pure Fusion Collective as her
Pure Fusion. God, the faction name is so awful, isn't it?
ground and pound against Zoe, but now
Pure Fusion Collective.
well, it's 2 against 3. And the 3 are winning. It was brave of Valkyria, but perhaps foolhardy. Right onto the knee.
Listen to me. Sit down. Shut up. And show me some difference.
Sonya, I'm already sitting down and I'm not saying anything. Don't yell at me.
Just stand here and watch them lay on the ground. It's a reminder of just how pathetic everyone is. And when I say everyone, I mean every.
Sonya, it's going to take more than just some hot promo to get this fucking faction name over.
There's not a man in this audience that can take us home. And there's not a woman in
There's not a man in this audience that can take us home. Yeah, I figured that. Kind of already knew that.
but you want to
That's okay. Doesn't mean I can't like you guys.
shoot your shot.
Sonya, to be honest, you're the only one I would want to take home of the three. But I wasn't really trying anyway, so it's all good. It's like Sonya and Zoe and Shaina. I like them individually. I don't even really mind them together as a unit. It's just that name, man.
I get it. So it's nothing serious.
It's nothing serious. You're fine.
Awesome.
How'd the thing with PSQ?
My part was fine. But Finn Balor, being the coward that he is, says he'll only face me in a tag team match. You can't be my partner. I got no friends around here, so it looks like I can't have a match.
Oh, is that why they injured Rhea? Is so they don't have to, like, say, hey, why don't you just be my partner?
Tell Biggs is still on.
Yeah.
I think I have something in mind.
Oh. Who's Rhea going to go talk to? Jey Uso.
Let me know what he says.
Definitely, no, it is definitely Jey Uso. I love that Priest, okay, I love that these two are friends. Like, Priest knows that she might go have a wandering eye to go get, and he's cool with it. It's like, they're just homies, strictly platonic. I like that. She's going to go talk to Jey Uso. Priest is like, let me know what he says. I love that.
A familiar threat returns. Cody Rhodes, the tribal chief, is coming for you. How will the American Nightmare respond? So, what do we want to talk about? It's the final Friday Night SmackDown on Fox.
It's the final Friday Night SmackDown from Edmonton. From Edmonton, Alberta.
Moving in a positive direction. We all want our lives to do that. Why is progress also in our lives? We've always believed insurance should do more. That's why we gifted over 1,000 vehicles to veterans.
Jose Loeb, yeah, you should. I did a 23andMe last year because my dad fought in the war and stuff. So I was like, he might have got a little frisky over there in Vietnam. I might have a sister or brother I don't know about. I was legitimately curious. Doesn't look like I have any long lost sibling, but it's interesting to get that stuff done. Apparently, I'm a direct descendant of Jesus himself. It goes like Jesus and then like 4 other generations than me. So Jesus would be like my great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Wayfair's Labor Day clearance is back, and a new season means new savings. Right now, through September 3rd, save up to 70% off everything home. And summer with can't-miss surprise flash.
No, I have not seen any new house show schedule. It sounds like it's much more talent-friendly. That's good. That's what WWE has to do because, AEW might be attractive to people that don't want the back-breaking schedule. So WWE making it a little bit more manageable for talents where they can visualize days in the future that they're going to have off. It's all that's very important. And none of them had that. You guys, I'm sure, can relate. If you got 2 weeks off coming up or a week off coming up and you know about it, those last few days, you're a little more willing to do your job, My busiest day of the week is Saturdays. I wake up, I prep the podcast, then I do the podcast, then I go straight to work and get my ass kicked. And then I come home, and by the end of the night, I am fucking wiped. But I'm off next couple days after that. So I always work really hard on Saturdays, and I do it with a smile because I'm like, I'm about to get all the rest I need here in the next couple days. So that's good. I'm glad that it sounds like it's benefiting the talent.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk.
Edmonton canceled from WWE events. Zach says, why would Edmonton be canceled from all WWE events? I don't know. Maybe because Edmonton's in Canada. I don't know. Because they're Canadian. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. I wasn't aware of that. Ryan says Fightful's got a full breakdown of it. I'm not aware of any non-WWE events, but it's moot because they're in Edmonton on Friday. So whatever the issue was appears to not be the issue anymore. Off Leather Wings, you went to Raw a couple weeks ago. Your girlfriend was baffled Jey Uso wasn't on the show, considering all the eat chants. Yeah, he's over with the eats.
He's running a charming bed and breakfast. He's not. He's on USA Scare Tactics, a reboot by Jordan Peele.
WWE does a much better job of keeping people on TV
Friday, October 4th on USA.
regularly than AEW does, who will sometimes forget about you. If Jey Uso's not on Raw one week, he'll definitely be on the next. He's not a guy. He's not really the guy that is going to sit in catering for 3 months. Return of a classic, Bad Blood, just with the one B, or the 1D, excuse me. Who's that guy with Cody? Who was in the car with Cody? Is that his friend?
Oh, it's going to be a tough Atlanta. Jake Carter, one half of your winning. Metro.
I love that it's sponsored by Morgan and Morgan. It's me and my brother. I do it. It's me and Liv. We're sponsoring the pay-per-view.
So much more. Folks, find your package today at offlocationtxp.com/WWE.
Oh, nice, Zane. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, remember, thanks for the $10. Remember when we met up during Mania 39 at Tom's Bar in L.A.? I coincidentally missed Zoe Stark while dining inside, but met up later and took a picture with her. That's cool. Yeah, because when we were sitting at that table, she was right next to us with Steve Corino. I didn't realize you weren't there yet for that, so I'm glad you got to see her later.
Week after week until we put them down.
Okay.
We're in Calgary next week, right?
Oh. I know what they're going to do. I figured it out. Okay, so Zelena and Lyra Valkyrie are talking about the beatdown they just suffered at the 3 members of Pure Fusion Collective, right? So Lyra goes, Zelena wants a big match with them, and Lyra goes, you know what? We're in Alberta next week, right? I have an idea. Welcome back, Natalia. It's good to see you. We'll see her next week. Here comes Punk. Now I'm wondering if Punk is going to be the one to issue the challenge for Hell in a Cell. It is. Is this the old Cult of Personality? I didn't realize that. Let me here. I can. There's no timer. I'm gonna rewind. I want to rewind and hear the beginning of his. Yeah, that's the original. Oh, I love that. It's got the extended intro, which Punk's old theme from 12 years ago didn't have that. But that's the original song, which sounds so much better than the remix. That's awesome. I think it is. Is it the old one? I can't tell. Now I'm questioning myself. Big Punk chants.
sick of it. I always wonder, man, are they gonna care? But I gotta ask.
Yeah, I saw Asuka sign today too. Saw that.
Monday night in Denver, Colorado, or what? Come on, let me hear you.
All right, Punk's happy. He picked up big win in Berlin.
We're celebrating, and I can't wait to get home to my lovely wife and my beautiful dog to celebrate. But I needed to make a pit stop here in Denver to celebrate with you.
Last night we watched Berlin beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan at Fall Brawl 99.
The strap match was hell, maybe one of the toughest matches I've ever been to, and I mean it when I say it. It is good to be alive and on the other side of something that was a very ugly and personal issue for me. And now that the personal is out of the way, guess what, Denver?
What's up, Denver? Tell us, Punk.
We get to get down to business. Because that's what I am. I'm a businessman.
Punk's just whole aura looks brighter and more vibrant than in AEW. In AEW, he looked like he was sick. You know? Here he's just he's sleeveless and he's big and he's bright and he's loud and like he just feels like a completely different person.
Cold hard cash, love from you, direct deposit. It's 1996 and I'm Patrick Waugh. I'll take it in gold.
Patrick Waugh, shut up. I don't like the Avalanche. I'm a Red Wings fan over here. No Patrick Waugh references.
Fashion Berlin, there is one other person.
Michael, I didn't see the old pick from Heart Foundation and Run DMC. That was probably pretty awesome. WrestleMania 5 for sure.
Who had a tough battle and came out on top.
David86, good to see you, man. Everybody else chiming in, good to see you. Thumbs up button, please smash it if you have not yet already. Thank you, guys. Oh, Punk's calling out Gunther right here.
This is what I mean when we're talking about business. You put Randy Orton through hell. You took Randy Orton, one of the best to ever do it, to his limit, and then you went past.
They should make the Hell in the Cell for the title. I pitched this 3 months ago.
Nothing can replace the chip on my shoulder other than that belt. I put Drew McIntyre to sleep, and it's time CM Punk woke up as champion. So Gunther, congratulations, champ. Enjoy it, because we're gonna enjoy taking it off of you.
All right, so Punk is making his case to Gunther known. I don't think it's going to come that quick.
The goal is
If that match happens, it's going to be Survivor Series or Saudi Arabia.
my name is,
You still got to do
and we're gonna celebrate.
Punk and Drew in the cell.
Better get used to hearing cult of personality. Let's celebrate. Hit my music. CM Punk feels like he's on top of the world right now, but has a new target weight as he calls out Gunther, the heavyweight champion.
Oh, maybe it's still the new one. I can't tell. I can't tell. Maybe it is still the new one. Maybe it's not the OG. Yeah, that's definitely the new one. All right, I'm confused. I don't know. I believed it when Zach said it. It sounded like it to me. Uh-oh. There's McIntyre. Told you that's not over.
Not too much in this game. Drew McIntyre clearly not ready to put CM Punk in the rear view mirror. He's on top of him. Oh, but this is brutal. This is brutal. Wait. Wade Barrett is getting involved here. He's been a long time friend.
So Drew attacks Punk when he's celebrating.
Suspended to consider his career and his future. Meanwhile, CM Punk is badly damaged on the
Yeah, Punk can call out Gunther all he wants. That match ain't happening at Bad Blood. This is. Oof. Fucking Claymore to Punk. God. Is Punk's shoe off? He Claymored him out of his shoes. Yeah, that's gonna lead to your Hell in the Cell. Here's your Hell in the Cell setup right here.
48 hours ago, it was Punk who finished Drew in a scrap match. He comes here and says he's in the rearview mirror. He calls out.
He's not in the rearview mirror.
How McIntyre responds.
All right, he's throwing him in the ring.
Tosses him into the ring. Waits, still trying to get his attention. Trying to calm down.
I mean, Barrett's out there, but like, where's Pierce? Where's the gobs of developmental security? Oh, another Claymore.
Guys, Drew is gone. I don't know who you've got over there. You're going to have to send all of them.
Mm.
Look in his eyes.
He's going to take that bracelet back. He's going to totally take that bracelet back. Punk should have left the damn thing at home.
Nothing I can do. Something has gone wrong in the mind of McIntyre.
He's like, oh, I'll take that. Yep. Grab his arm.
That would be it. And CM Punk looks like he's in no position to defend himself. The sneak attack that Claymore kicked the first time. Now he's bashing him. He's kicking him in the head. Send everyone you've got.
I'm taking the bracelet.
Speaking out saying I want that bracelet back. Just sheer brutality. I will kill you. Let him do what he's going to do. The beloved bracelet that CM Punk
Punk should be like, I had that up my ass earlier.
in Berlin is now back on the wrist of his most bitter rival in the most heated rivalry that the industry has seen this calendar year. That's all Drew needs. Let him have it and get Drew out of it. He needs, Punk needs medical attention right now, and safety is what he needs. Names in his white AJ, beloved dog Larry on that bracelet. It was just snapped in half, and the beads are
There it is. So he broke it. There it is. I've been waiting for that.
with everything CM Punk holds,
And there's your beads.
i.e. his family.
Broke the bracelet.
Cross the line that we have.
You line crosser.
And he's shoving the beads in Punk's mouth.
Oh, now he's going to...
Stop him! They can't stop it, Joe. That's the problem.
Oh, and then he Claymored him down his throat. Damn.
This has gone far too far. Don't look at me. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing.
Oh, there's Pierce, finally.
Officials, here comes Adam Pearce, and he's beating him in the head again. I've just not seen. I've known Drew 20 years. I've not seen this side of him before.
It's all right, Punk. All you have to do is wait for those beads to pass through your system and then retrieve them. And make your brain just reassemble. Reassemble, Stephanie. Just reassemble your bracelet.
And said, no, I'm not done with you at all. And in a year of brutal attacks, you remember what happened in the garage door in Chicago. This surpasses all of them between these two. Mercifully, they're waiting for medical attention for Punk.
Punk, you need medical. You ain't challenging Gunther. All right, so we have a stretcher. That means I want to see Punk knocked off of the stretcher. If they're going to bring it out here and Drew is still lurking, Drew's got to show back up and tip that over. Okay, so we're at commercial now. When we come back from commercial, what I need is for McIntyre to attack Punk on the gurney, on the stretcher as they're putting him in the ambulance. Knock it over, tip it over. Maybe kidnap him, be in the driver's seat of the ambulance, drive away, way out into the woods.
Quick question. Does that thing have a touch button?
Does the license plate in that general automobile commercial say Lisa Ann?
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99.
If you know, you know.
Ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or melt.
Terry Allen Jr., thanks for the $3. Julia.
Never combo before. No one.
Looks similar to Io and Scarlett, agree. You mean Julie, who just, like Julie with a G, who debuted last night?
Click the quicker picker
I suppose, yeah.
Absorbs spills like a sponge.
She's a star. I like her. I know that.
Use less. Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
$5 all-you-can-eat pancakes are back at IHOP for a limited time. Or free with select combo purchase. Now you can get stacks on stacks. At IHOP, we don't just put
Yeah, Kenny Dykstra was out there too.
smile on your plate.
He's been working as an agent for a while.
Way to mop. Try the Swiffer Power Mop. An all-in-one cleaning tool with a 360-degree swivel head that goes places a regular mop just can't. Mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
Bold, juicy, beefy, grilled. Flavor this good?
Which one of those EMT people is going to be a future Intercontinental Champion? I think the one that took the Crossroads bump a few weeks ago from Cody, who just rolled his ass all the way through onto the outside. It was so great. What a sell. What a sell. Whoever that guy was, he's the best.
We want our customers to have like
My money is on him.
natural products, and we don't want them to
Yeah, we had a...
fillers. I see.
That's a good triple threat. Who would win in a triple threat between Jason Jordan, Kenny Dykstra, and Wade Barrett?
Take a long way, but I think taking long way is what
I'm
makes
going
the difference
Barrett.
in the flavor
Going Barrett on that
and
one.
the quality of the product.
The right way, even if it's the hard way.
Dietzel Watson. It's a family thing since 1939.
This summer is the perfect time
All right, let me turn down my commercials here.
on your favorite Hyundai models. All backed by America's best warranty. Plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey.
Yeah, I know, Barry. WWE's programmed their audience to not know what a hospital is, so all of a sudden they're going to hospitals.
Get in and get away now. Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Hurry into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
After the 26-week grind,
Oh, yeah, Davari was out there. I did see Davari. Shit. That was quite the faction. Those guys could be a faction. Davari, Jordan, Barrett, Dykstra, D, J, and B. Right? That's what they'd be called.
3 must-see shows. All in one place.
Yeah, we haven't. Another thing we haven't talked about. Have we got an update on that Odyssey Jones stuff? Is that just a weird coincidence? Apparently, he was removed, or he's not on the WWE roster page anymore. Doesn't necessarily mean he's gone from the company or anything, but okay. So here we go. We're wheeling Punk out. Is Drew going to come back? He has to. Listen to Tessitore be all serious. It's like he's calling an NFL game. Fucking Howard Cosell when John Lennon was shot. An unspeakable tragedy. John Lennon, outside his apartment building in New York, shot twice in the back, rushed to Rosemount Hospital, dead on arrival. And then they kicked a field goal. Oh, putting the beads in his mouth was such a nice touch. Okay, so we got a picture-in-picture here. He's being wheeled to the ambulance. McIntyre's going to disappoint me if he does not show up here. They wouldn't have the camera on Punk if McIntyre wasn't going to be here. So hopefully he's in the drive. There he is. Yeah, there he is. That's a boy. That a boy, McIntyre. Oh, Punk's bloody. I love that. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, well, now there's no alternative. That is your absolute. I mean, we knew we were going to get Drew and Punk in the Hell in a Cell, but this all but guarantees it now. Let's see how Tessitore handles this very serious development here.
You turned to me during the commercial break and said, I saw something different in his eyes. That was before we witnessed the attack to the ambulance. I saw a guy I didn't recognize. I saw a guy who apparently didn't recognize me. Swung at me too. That's not happened in 20 years. And I don't know. I just hope for the best for CM Punk because that was catastrophic.
We will see if we can get you an update as to what's transpiring backstage in the medical condition of CM Punk. Put that aside for a moment as we turn our attention to Dirty Dom and a spot like this.
Yeah, I just found it. July 6th was when I said Punk and Drew Hell in the Cell, winner gets a title shot at Survivor Series. They might do that. Cream Pea, everybody still wants that custody match. I don't know. I think their opportunity for that was SummerSlam.
It's a cascade of boos as if it's raining down from Pikes Peak nearby here in Denver.
I'm hoping that since Dominic took a big L in Berlin on Saturday, that he actually wins this one here and advances. So it's Dom and Dragon Lee, and I forget who else. Damn, I weigh more than Dragon Lee? Holy shit.
A very motivated Dragon Lee. This tournament, the second chance he's ever had for a title shot. He lost in the first round of a chance at the U.S. Championship some time ago.
This is a man who Rey Mysterio calls the future of Lucha Libre. Almost an adopted son for him. Dominic Mysterio must be pretty unhappy about that.
Yeah, his first couple months in WWE, I thought they were super behind Dragon Lee. Saucy nugs at Wendy's, y'all. I wonder if Dom eats those. Probably not. It's too spicy. Too spicy for Dom. I love that they've got some evil lawyers promoting or is the sponsor of this. Oh, it's Dragunov? Oh, shit. Okay, well, maybe Dragunov needs to win this. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Moscow, Russia. That's where he's from.
Ilya Dragunov, limited experience against these two. In fact, he's never competed against Dragon Lee, and he's only been in weight with Dominic Mysterio once, successfully defending the NXT Championship.
There is no fear in the heart, the soul.
Yeah, I kind of forgot Dragunov was the third guy here. So unless somebody comes out here and fucks him over. Has Dragunov got a current issue with anybody right now?
Step up in this first round matchup in the Intercontinental Championship tournament. But you get through to next week.
Dragunov and Dragon Lee. That's some fun shit too, man. And Dominic with his shiner there. I feel like Dominic's due for a win here since he lost, but Dominic loves the skeleton stuff, doesn't he? That's like his vibe.
Look at each way that sends an elbow and a forearm and a kick.
And Dominic's getting his ass kicked here.
And Dragon Lee
Oh yeah, he's kind of feuding with Breaker. Oh yeah, then I guess that means he should win.
Scared of Dirty Dom, that's why. He's just too good. Smart thing to do by Ilya Dragunov and Dragon Lee. They're the namesakes. They're a dragon.
We've got Alicia Taylor's our ring announcer tonight. Kathy, the lovely Kathy and Jackie are both on duty backstage, and Tessitore making his debut tonight.
shoulder block from Dragunov.
Here's the problem with Dragon Lee. So rapid, so much movement. Even Ilya Dragunov.
Dragon's gonna fly.
Athletes in this tournament.
No, and Dom trips him up weight.
You can never be ready for Dominic Mysterio. Mr. Loverman, Shabba. All the
I forget who's this referee with. Who's her husband? I forgot who it is. I think it's somebody in NXT. Oof.
The arena that I'm in with you right now.
Yeah, that's the one, Joe. Pay attention, mate. Just look around. Stop looking at all the Joe Tessitore signs. That's not what
Shh.
I'm pointing out to you.
Stop looking at all the Joe Tessitore signs. They're everywhere. There's a sea of them in Denver.
Dragunov, and Dragunov just stares him down. He is so tough. He is so fiery.
Yeah, I saw Killer Kelly's pregnancy announcement. I saw that today. I eyeball TNA whenever I can. If I see something interesting on social media, I'll look it up and watch the whole thing. But I'm more of a casual observer from afar of TNA. I can't commit full-time commitment to TNA or any other promotion until I start doing this full-time. So y'all need to tell your moms about me. Tell them to subscribe. If just like 3 or 4 moms would just donate me their like pension and 401k, we'll be set. Let's live off that and we can do this full time. So just see if you can round up any. Have them send it on over. And then I'll be here every damn day talking about wrestling. If I ever did this full time, no shit, you would see me every day. I would be here every day saying something. You'd be sick of me. God, I wish that bald bastard would get off my fucking computer, but I'd be here every day bothering you. Talking about the same shit 200 other YouTubers are talking about, but I'd be here anyway. And I'd make you listen.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza link. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now and pizza again.
Jonathan, do I think they'll ever have a TNA wrestler wrestle on the main roster? I think they kind of already did, didn't they? And Mickie James and Jordan Grace were in Royal Rumbles. That counts. But it depends. I think, they're using TNA as the cross promotion with NXT right now. But if they have a reason to bring a Joe Hendry and chuck him out on Raw or SmackDown, they might. I wouldn't rule anything out these days. The fact that TNA wrestlers, we had the TNA title successfully defended on an NXT pay-per-view against the WWE talent last night. That right there tells you all you need to know about how different the mentality is in WWE from the Vince days. So it would be silly for me to say, no, that's never going to happen, because we have evidence that it will.
Do we have any hides?
We're a far cry from the days of those yahoos bringing cookies to the WWE commercial or whatever they did. Like Doug Shane and Abyss, and Abyss works there now. So does Road Dogg. Yeah, TNA, JBL showed up in TNA last week. I saw that. Yeah, Chiro, what's up? Good to see you. I do want to be mom approved.
Thanks. Where'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double.
I've always gotten along well with the moms.
Discover doubles your cashback at the end of the first year. You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match. Bold, juicy, beefy, grilled.
This Burger King commercial, I can't.
It's made by Flame.
Oh, Leon Ruff. That's who it is. Leon Ruff. Man, how is he doing? That's not who I thought, but now that you said that, Ryan, I'm like, oh yeah, Leon Ruff. I'll never forget when he won the North American title and he put it on and it just fell right down to his ankles. That was the best. The brief time he graced my television, I liked him. All the best to him wherever he is.
Matched up with each other in the corner here in this #1 contenders Intercontinental Championship.
Well, yeah, Max, somewhere in the story with Punk and Drew, that necklace had to be snapped. It absolutely had to. I wasn't sure. I thought it would happen in one of their matches. They did it right on Raw. And taking it one step further, shoving the beads down in Punk's mouth and then claymoring him down his throat. That was a nice touch, man. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Dom with the frog splash on the pinning combination there. Back from commercial, if you can't tell. Oh, yeah, Barry, you're watching on Twitch? No ads for you. I'm watching on cable TV. Years ago, we used to do Raw watch-alongs every week. We used to do crazy numbers for those shows, man. I'd pull in like over 100 subs per video when we were doing it back then. Oh, But we're almost 3 years deep now into our Sunday Night Classic watch-alongs, and those have been awesome.
Dominic Mysterio's hopes for victory.
Dragon Lee looking to rally.
Well, with Dragunov down, and perhaps now this is the moment. Dragon Lee needs to make.
It's Dragunov and Dragon Lee. What the? Oh, Carlito's here. Pushes Dragon Lee off. Attacking.
Simply don't work alone. Carlito's starting to do.
Who's coming? Oh, Priest.
Want to start running now, though, Carlito. Not that way, the other way.
Priest wants some of Dominic.
Clean up the mess of the Judgment Day, interrupting this triple threat.
Priest made some promises to Rhea Ripley.
Dom went for a drop kick. Priest shook it off. There goes Dom. Yeah, you better get out here, son. All right, Dom's just going to forfeit this match by running out of the arena into the woods. And this leaves a pretty decent one-on-one exchange here that I'd like to see a good couple of minutes of.
And this triple threat now has apparently turned into a one-on-one matchup. There's no disqualification.
Dragon Lee and Dragunov. Holy crap. Fans are not... Is it just me, or do they not seem to give a shit? I think this is kind of cool that this is Dragunov and Dragon Lee here. I mean, maybe the crowd's making noise, but... It sounds like they could be louder. Nice. Ooh, nice German. Oh! Man! Oh, they botched something there, but that was nice recovery. Nice recovery. Oh, sit down power bomb. Man. Oh, Dragon Lee's got a baby on the way. You get a little dragon. Little tiny baby dragon. Did his wife lay an egg? How's that work? Is he just waiting for it to hatch? There we go. Crowd. Okay, maybe it just sounded like the crowd wasn't alive, but they're definitely alive. They're "This is awesoming" chanting.
Between Lee and Dragunov, as Dominic Mysterio was chased out by Damian Priest.
Oh,
Second and high landing on the back of the net to Dragon Lee.
2 count and a kick out by Lee.
Those who studied the career of Ilya Dragunov know all about his toughness, but we are seeing something entirely new here from Dragon Lee. Great mover, fast, high flyer, tough as hell.
Okay, his legs are on the inside of those ropes there. We're going to get some sort of a stomp if you guys don't fuck this up. Wasn't sure if Ilya's knees or legs were properly positioned on those ropes there. I was worried about that looking horrible, but it looked good. Running drop kick. Jesus. A lot of shots to the head here. Nope. That was a solid enough inside cradle. I would have been satisfied with a finish there. Jesus. There you guys got it. Dragunov picks it up. Well, it makes sense that he would at least advance in this, if not full-blown win the thing, and face Breaker. Zane G, thanks for the 10, man. Greg, you a cool cat, but these super chats for me are ridiculous. But who do you think will replace Reed now he has the COVID? I don't. Well, I think I forgot who's going to replace him. I thought we knew. It was rumored that Strowman would, but I really don't want it to be him because that would be ridiculous. Can't be him. I haven't been on social media in the last couple of hours because I've been here, so there might be some news on that I'm unaware of. Either way, we're about to find out. Good point, Jonathan. Whenever Penta and Phoenix show up, if that's, I feel like that's still a little ways off, but maybe not. It's the beginning of the month here, so we might have had some contracts come up. Yeah, T85, Tyra or Lyra Valkyria and Zelena's partner will 1,000% be Natalya. I've already welcomed Natalya back on social media. Said, see you next week. That's a bit obvious. All right, so now they're going to recap what happened last week between Reed and Strowman. This was so crazy last week. I'm glad that we were doing a watch along for this, because this was a trip. Especially that spill that, this might be the one. I don't know, it might be the next one. Reed falls like backwards off the car. Takes a bump on the concrete. Right there. Oof. This was so good, the way he just smashed that car. Oh, just that. I mean, I don't think they really gimmicked the car other than the little spark firework they had come out of the rearview mirror there. I think those windows shattered out on their own. And I don't think that car wouldn't really smoke, so they gimmicked that too. If the car's turned off and you land on it, the roof of the car, it's not going to smoke. Stupid. Oh, Kathy. No, you got to stop. All right, Pierce is going to announce it right here.
Funny enough, this has turned into an all-day process. As you can imagine, that locker room is coming out of the woodwork because the Intercontinental Championship is up. Braun, what are you doing here?
Oh, look. There he is. Oh, it is going to be him. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you're not even supposed to be here tonight. I get it. I'm a little banged up from what happened last week.
You're not even bruised.
Medical told me if I could go, then it's up to me. I can go.
I'm not. I don't know what's going on. All I see is Kathy Kelly. Are people talking? Is there somebody talking?
I can go. I want this match tonight.
Well, that's pretty poetic. Braun, you're in.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go talk to medical.
Kathy Kelly capturing everything. Oh my God. All right, so the Strowman rumblings earlier today were confirmed. Nobody was thinking it would really be Joe Hendry, were they? That was never even, they never even considered that. All right, here comes Jade and Bianca. New tag team champions, crowned in Berlin.
And what a match it was for the EST.
They look good together.
When we come back, the tag champs will sit back and join us to watch.
I mean, I think if you're judging, okay, so they're going to be at ringside for this number one contenders match. So yeah, just it's going to be the same teams they've already faced 9 times each. I forgot what I was going to say about them being tag team champions. Oh yeah, I remember now. I think like if you're going to grade or rank like the strength of women's tag teams since the titles were created, I think it's like Bayley and Sasha, Ronda and Shaina, and Bianca and Jade. Those really seem like the 3 dominant teams. Everybody else was just there.
Do you need assistance?
The Wyatt Robot is the greatest DreamWorks movie ever.
Did anyone order me
It's not just the best animated movie of the year. It's one of the best movies, period.
I will protect you.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27th.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza later. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Confuse yourself with Vega.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to put the NXT title on Joe Hendry unless he actually is signed and works with them or works for them.
$5 all-you-can-eat pancakes are
But you never know.
limited time or free with select combo purchase. Only at IHOP.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Dunkin's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. A $6 meal deal, available now.
All right.
You came looking for a light beer, and you found gold. Modelo Oro, the light beer with a clean, crisp finish.
Yeah, the Iconics. I think Spears got a couple of kids now.
The gold standard.
Or they're maybe they're pregnant with their second. So I'm not sure if Peyton Royce is going to be back in the ring anytime soon. She seems like she's moved on to motherhood. But you never know.
With Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join. Our best deals when you stay.
Yeah, WWE putting the camera inside the car is stupid. This Pet and Tito sleeping on the floor over here. Okay, yeah, so they have had their second child now. So, yeah, she might not have any desire to get back. Never know. Hopefully it'll be a fun, next few months. I'm thinking we might see Shane McMahon in AEW pretty soon, too. So, between that and all this nonsense, it'll keep us busy. Yeah, Nikki's doing that hot dog beef thing on Netflix or whatever that apparently is live. And she's been spotted on there looking fine, does not appear to be injured or beaten up or anything like that. Noticeably not wearing a ring.
The NFL is coming back with a 1-2 punch. It's kickoff Thursday, Ravens, Chiefs. On Friday from Brazil, it's Packers, Eagles. Only on Peacock. 2 nights, back to back. On NBC and Peacock.
God, yeah, the season kicks off in a couple days. Jesus.
The fastest phenomenon. WWE accelerates to new heights. With its first ever women's
Oh, yeah, so they are. So, okay, so somebody asked me about this earlier, about the women's speed. But I didn't know about this announcement, so I thought they meant, like, what do I think if they decided to do it? I'm like, I don't give a shit. But it looks like they have. Speed Women's Tournament. More content for me to not watch. All right, here comes Damage Control. I love them. Io's so funny to me. When she had her other music, I just didn't understand like what she would do when she came out.
and potentially change. Yeah, they want to take this duo to the next level. They got a big win last week against the All Fusion Collective. That's important to Zelena Vega, but now they're looking to parlay that momentum into a championship opportunity against the tag champs.
So this is going to be unholy union in them, I guess. Winner gets number one contender match. I mean, if they're going to try to stretch this and have Jade and Bianca work at Mania, and you tie in a title loss into their split, you got to somehow get through the next few months. And who's there left to beat already? There's already no challengers as it is. So how are you going to have them roll until January?
I can think of two women that would disagree with what you're saying there, and that's the two women heading out here right now.
Those names are so god awful.
Immediately for firing They held the women's tag titles for 77 days.
There ain't nothing worse than a fucking NXT name, man.
48 hours ago at the back of Berlin, Belair and Cargill got the best of
Alba Fire.
When you're no longer tag champions, you don't get favorable treatment in any way. You have to fire and Dawn. They're going to be beat up. They're going to be exhausted after their exploits.
Isla Dawn's singing her theme song too.
That's about 8 different time zones away. And that match against the new tag champs, Belair and Cargill, was only 48 hours ago. They have to hope that the anger and desire.
Like, everybody's got to get their shit in. Did we need that whole big detailed entrance for those two to do their little pose and everything? Like, ah. Sometimes that shit gets a little bit exhausting.
What was your biggest takeaway from that championship?
At least now a lot of... Oh, wow. Kyrie, that was funny. At least these ladies can wrestle.
They could beat anyone, and they were good to their word. Fire and Dawn will not be happy about that. You really struggle to see how Belair and Cargill can be beaten at times. But one of these two teams is going to give it a go.
I'm like, I like entrances and showmanship. That's all part of the show, but I don't like it when more time and effort is put into your entrance than what you're doing in the ring. And it used to kind of be like that.
Confused with those outfits.
Jade and Bianca are sitting way too close. They're in chairs.
Alba Fire, and now the genius of the sky is launched.
I'd at least want to have a beverage or something. All right, we're definitely going to commercial here. This feels like a before commercial spot.
We say mouthing up with the tag champs. Who's going to become the
Yeah.
number one contenders? Look at that.
Starting September 13th, USA is the new home of Friday Night SmackDown.
Zane G, 10 more from you. I'm sorry, but my last super chat. That's all right. On the Moxley promo, I'm guessing, with the subtle shot at Shane, but it made it seem like he was laying it on Shivani. Yeah, that was all weird, but the way he delivered that line was like, it didn't feel like something we should ignore or blow off. But then later on, he aligned with Marina Shafir. I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe it's just he's forming a faction that wants to take over. We've been through that. We can understand that as fans. So when he was telling Shivani, like, you got to listen to me so you can wrap your head around this, I'm like, a faction that wants to rule the company is not hard to wrap our heads around. Shane McMahon, on the other hand, coming in, would be a little harder to fully wrap your mind around. So I really hope that it's him. I do.
Did you know period pads are not designed to protect against bladder leak, odor, and wetness? Try Poise Fresh Protection. Unlike period pads,
Oh.
this features FreshSense technology.
I don't know what commercial y'all are watching, but I'm watching a lady's diaper.
To really
That's
embrace
good.
life, you just have to learn to let go. Let go.
If you don't get a whole entrance, Barry, I know it makes them feel less important. No, I know that.
Did let go. Did you let go?
Don't spend time on courses you've already
I used to bitch about that years ago too, like with the divas. Every one of them like had some little routine they would do when they'd come out to the stage. They'd have some little, like Mercedes has got the thing or whatever, but they all had like a different little hand twirl or something to do, and I was like, it just got old. It's not like the men have dumb entrances too, but it's like, man, all the women's wrestlers were just, they all would come out, stop, do a little routine, and then go to the ring. And I'm like, y'all are all the same. Y'all doing the same shit, just slightly different. So it was just back in those days of where everything just felt really empty and unfulfilling. So now that we've seen such a big improvement on characters and the ring work and stuff, if they want to come out and do a little routine, whatevs. I got no issue with it now. Yeah, Trekipedia. I know USA, we don't get much of an overrun these days. And, one's not really needed for a 3-hour show, but it sometimes would help if you have a very, very important, title match in your main event. And, it's 2 minutes to the top of the hour. The fans are going to know the finish is coming. If you give yourself an overrun, sometimes it'll, make it feel a little bit less predictable. But yeah, SmackDown on Friday nights, I don't know. They're probably going to stick to the schedule. They're probably going to go right off right at the top of the hour, but that's how it is.
While we were away, it has been a long and difficult stretch for Kairi Sane. She's trying to fight back now against Alba Fire.
Masterclass by the former tag team champions Fire and Dawn.
In about 3 weeks, I'll be celebrating my 14th year here in San Diego. It seems like a long time ago now, trying to remember back when I actually watched Raw at East Coast time, and it would end at 11.
Sane trying to make her way over for a much-needed tag, but it's denied by Alba Fire.
It's like my night's just getting started when when Raw goes off the air. I still have to eat dinner.
Best that Europe has ever produced, but she's just been knocked silly. Desperation DDT by Kairi Sane and the fresh EO.
Yeah, Barry, SmackDown getting an overrun would be better because it's only a 2-hour show. And that would be cool if they could secure some overruns occasionally for main events. And I'm not sure, with the networks, how that works. If you want an overrun, how early does USA need to know? Because sometimes you might not know what your main event for next week is going to be. But if you ever know one enough time in advance, hey, we're going to have a title match on the show, arrange for an overrun. That way you can help the match be as unpredictable as possible.
And a double takedown with the drop kick. As EO Sky showing that elite athleticism.
EO Sky knows Alba Fire particularly well. Used to be a tag team together.
Oof.
In the Women's Dusty Cup in NXT once.
They did? EO Sky and Alba Fire won the Dusty Cup? I have no recollection of that whatsoever. When did that happen?
How quickly can you figure out how to break the armor of your opponent? Time for the glory special here.
Puts a kick right in the face to Dawn. And then reverses course.
EO Sky was absolutely
Yeah, Barry, that's how it's been for me on Fridays. If I ever want to watch SmackDown, I have to wait until local time. So a stream is the only way I can make it happen.
Shoulders down.
Luckily for me, the streaming app I use to watch TV plays Raw live, so they don't all do that. I was going to cancel this and sign up for YouTube TV a few years ago, but YouTube TV doesn't play it live here in California. I have to wait till 8 p.m. to see it. I'm like, oh, fuck that. So, oh my God, that was a crazy leap by Kairi Sane. Is she all right? And she took out Bianca. Very little was able to break Kairi's fall there. I'm glad she didn't hit the table. The corner of that table. Oof.
not the intent from Kairi Sane. The effects play for all to see, but this match is continuing. And Kairi Sane has barely moved since. Well, stirring now.
EO, go get yourself a trash can.
And now Jade Cargo, frustrated ringside, takes it out.
Oh, maybe it was. I thought Barrett just said... I thought he said it was Alba Fire. Maybe I misheard him. I think only Mauro Ranallo sounds like Mauro Ranallo. They might have a similar type of voice, but very different commentating style. Oh, what's this? And the win. And the former champs will face the new champs again. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Oh, now they're mad. Oh, wow. She did hit. God, Kairi is busted open on her face. Oh, oh my God. Did she bust her eye? What happened? Oh my God. It is the left eye of Kairi Sane. Looks incredibly damaged. Blood, she jumped off the top and I don't know what she hit it on. Maybe she did hit the table. What's going on here? Are we going to get some news on Odyssey Jones? I feel like Odyssey's gone. Is he really gone for real? Oh, there's Gunther. All right, so Pierce was talking to Kofi. I want to rewind this a second because I want to see where Kyrie landed. There we go. Okay, I'm watching her go off the top again. I couldn't tell what she hit. I'm rewinding it again. I'm watching Kyrie's dive. I'm trying to see what she hit her eye on. I guess it was the side of the table. Ouch. All right, I'll go back live. I think we're in a commercial. Yeah, commercial. Oh, was it a punch? Maybe it wasn't even the jump. Okay, yeah, I mean, most people assume the Odyssey stuff was an error today, but I haven't seen anything the last couple hours because we've been here streaming, so I haven't been seeing what the interwebs are saying on Odyssey.
Janet Hines. I can't be seen eating non-Heinz ketchup.
Do we have any Heinz?
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99.
Yeah, I really hope she's all right. That was a really rough-looking shot she took. Oh, sorry.
Here's Liz, whose bladder leak struck in uninvited. But instead of period pads, she brought points puncture them. So she can bounce off.
Oh man, this is the second time I'm getting this women's diaper commercial. I don't need it. Yeah, Alexander Dom, I think, must have gotten injured in the mixed tag at on Saturday in Berlin because he came out with quite the shiner tonight as well.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hey, get off your... Show off.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Dunkin's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
To truly embrace the fine life, we must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
Yeah, I don't see any new credible information on Odyssey, so we'll see if whatever the hell Kofi was talking about, or if they just dropped the whole thing. Like if something happened, if he's done something that he's either left or quit or gotten fired or something that they didn't expect happened, he had to leave. I'm curious if how they explain it on TV. If they just forget he was there and pretend the whole thing never happened, or if they make some small acknowledgement to it. I don't know. Or it could be nothing's wrong at all, and Odyssey, we'll see him in about 5 minutes when he runs out and does something. Do not know as of yet. You'd think if it was an error, then he'd be back on the WWE page, right? So is he back on there yet? How hard can that be to update that? It'd take 2 seconds. The Terror Twins. Yeah, it definitely feels like whatever happened to her was like a cut, because she was still in the ring talking smack at the end of it. It's not like she was running to go seek medical attention. So she's a trooper. She's injured, she's bleeding, but she's finishing her job. Hopefully no more than a couple stitches will patch her right up. Oh, Ripley must have spoken to her friend. What did he say?
I can't even tell you when he gets down, but see you cheesing. He said yes.
No.
Go on. What do you say?
Como? He said yeet. Rhea just looked like she was off. All of a sudden, that foot ain't hurting her so much. Well, her makeup's not messed up, so I think all is good there in Ripley land. All right, here comes Gunther. What's he gonna say? I don't care who it is. I face anybody right now. And this could be a good spot for Sami Zayn to make his return. We talked about this in the Bash in Berlin review on Saturday. I said they're probably not going to do like a match to determine the new #1 contender because they're already in the middle of doing that for the IC title, and I don't think they're going to do both at the same time. So the only person that I think would warrant a title shot just by asking for it would be Sami Zayn. And then the winner of Drew and Punk in the cell faces Gunther at Survivor Series.
Fighting through the injured shoulder in Berlin.
Yeah, Gunther just at his indomitable best. This ring general, the World Heavyweight Champion, is a vision of the future in this industry. I don't care who you are around the world. You aspire to be in WWE, NXT superstars. You want to be a world champ. That is the level you have to get to now.
Gunther is like one of my favorite looking champions.
Because of this man, Gunther. And I struggle to see who the hell is going to take that championship from the shoulder of the big Austrian.
On Saturday,
Funaki, I like Funaki. Let's do Gunther and Funaki at Bad Blood.
gates for an arena show in the history of WWE. And you, Bemba degenerates, have the honor to look at the man responsible for it. Your World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther.
The Ring General, Gunther.
He was so friendly 48 hours ago over in Europe.
Back in the US, I understand it.
And there's more to celebrate for me because on Saturday, I've beaten one of the greatest legends this business has ever seen. And yes, I said a lot of personal things to Randy before this match, and
I like the handshake between the two. That was one of my favorite parts.
I only said these things because in Berlin, I wanted the greatest Randy Orton of all time. So now I can stand here in front of you.
So he's basically saying I said all that nasty shit to him because I wanted him at his best. What a badass.
Randy Orton.
And Jamie Noble's still around? Yeah, Gunther might be after his Nydia.
That big weekend was just another chapter in the legacy of the greatest World Heavyweight Champion in history.
There he is. There's the Samster.
Who was the last guy to beat Gunther, Wade? Sammy's here.
This is called raining on the parade of somebody.
Sami Zayn, I have that exact shirt, and I wore it today.
Sami Zayn
I would have wore it on camera, but it kind of fucks with the lighting. That's why I like to wear darker color stuff. The man who beat Gunther. Hello again. Hello, my friend, we meet again. Sammy's like, I would like to have a world heavyweight championship chat at the next pay-per-view, please. Big Sammy chance in Denver. Sammy's over in Denver.
Gunther, it's just crazy to me that I'm in the back there listening to what you're talking about, and it's so funny that you're talking about legacy, because I've taken these last couple of weeks to
Now Gunther's going to get that win back and beat Sami Zayn crazy.
brain that I just had, and thinking about where I've been and where I'm headed. And when we talk about the legacy of the Intercontinental Championship, everybody talks about it as the great workhorse title. And they talk about all the greats that have held that title. But what people always forget to mention when they talk about that championship is that the true greats, I mean the greatest of the great, the legends. I'm talking about the Macho Man, Randy Savages. I'm talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Macho, Austin, Brett, Shawn.
I'm talking about The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
Okay, so we're just name dropping stars here.
Talking about my hero as a kid, Bret the Hitman Hart.
My hero too, there, Sammy.
All of those guys, all of them, every single one of those Hall of Famers, they won the Intercontinental Championship first, and then they used that as a stepping stone to the next level, the World Heavyweight Championship.
Just like you did, Gunther. You know who didn't? Honky Tonk Man.
That's what they did, and Gunther, that's exactly what you did. And now, that's exactly what I am going to do. I am coming after the one championship that has eluded me my entire career. I want the World Heavyweight title.
All right. He'll probably just flat out accept your challenge, I would think.
Well, Sammy, you're right. All those guys you named, including me, we used the Intercontinental Championship as a stepping stone. And after our title,
And I really think Sami Zayn should be world champion. I just don't think he's not going to beat Gunther.
whenever you held the Intercontinental Championship, you kind of stepped down.
I would still do it. You could do it at Mania.
And
You could have Gunther beat Sammy here, and then Sammy wins the Royal Rumble, challenges him again at Mania.
your name is not on that list.
Why not?
But I give you one thing, if
Or wins the Chamber, whatever.
people really like you, it's because whenever you get knocked down, you pick yourself up and you return to
And then Sammy beats Gunther again at WrestleMania, second year in a row, this time for the world title.
go your way in your career. You pick yourself up, you brush it off, and you return in the middle of this ring. And now you're standing in front of me to challenge me for my World Heavyweight Championship. And I think that's very impressive, Sammy, because
I see a bunch of those replicas in the crowd.
I hear the passion in your voice. When I look at you, I see the fire in your eyes. So if you really want a shot at this, if you really want this more than anything else,
is no.
Oh, and he says no. Of course not. Well, you got to stretch it out a little bit. Bad Blood's in like a month. Over a month. Gunther's like, no, I ain't doing it.
Hey, hold on! Hey, hold on just a damn second! Wait a minute! Hey, Gunther! I've watched you your entire career and I've never seen you back down from a fight. So why are you backing down from this one?
Yeah, you never back down. Why are you backing down?
You want to know what I think?
Call him a chicken shit.
I think it's for as great as you've been, and for all the great guys that you've already beaten. You know full well that ever since you've been in WWE, I am the only guy who has beaten you in the middle of this ring.
Turn around, Gunther. I'm not sold on Gunther and Cena at Mania. I don't want that. That match is going to be no different than Cena and Roman at SummerSlam a couple years ago. But if they give Cena a title win,
Got your attention now? You can run, you can hide.
you could be right.
As long as you want, but Gunther, make no mistake, I am coming for you, and I will be a World Heavyweight Champion.
They never got Cena's name on the Universal title legacy, so they got a chance to put it on the World Heavyweight title. Because the Universal, who cares? It was just a title was around for a few years, no big deal. But the World Heavyweight Championship, I'm assuming WWE is going to have forever, you know. So having John Cena's name on that lineage, yeah. I don't know if I want him beating Gunther, though. That's my only issue with that. All right, Priest and Yeet versus Balor and JD. All right, Jackie's there. Oh, he's wearing Avalanche Yeet shirt. Come on, Jay.
Jay Uso and Jay, the guys were just talking about your history with Damian Priest. So I was wondering if Damian and Rhea have given you any.
We do not deserve Kathy and Jackie. We just don't. We're not worthy. I mean, I am. Y'all might not be, but you know what I mean. Oh, God. Breaker.
Never been a member of your family to beat up a member of mine. You're not going to be the one to do it.
Man, there were some head shrinkers and Steiner matches. Their fathers have faced each other.
Keep chasing after mommy. Keep eating. Keep doing your thing.
They probably met as kids.
Because I'm going to give you one chance. One. Walk away. Drop out of the tournament. And keep chasing.
You would think there's a really solid chance that they met as children. You know, at some point.
Because if you don't, you come after me. My Intercontinental Championship.
That title's so ugly.
You're going to lose. Thanks for the advice, rookie. Don't worry about money. I'm going to get money. But you have my attention now, Liz. I'm going to win this Intercontinental tournament.
Jay won last week, right? Is that what happened?
And I'm gonna beat your
So
ass
he's
for
in
my
that
kids.
four-way.
Jeez.
The Intercontinental champ, Braun Breaker, harsh words
You know, with Sami getting potentially or assumingly that title shot at Bad Blood, I'm glad that he got that. I'm glad that he beat Breaker at Money in the Bank. A lot of people had a problem with that, not me. I liked it. I think Strowman comes out here limping. He's not bruised up at all. He has that stupid tape on. I can't even do my big grabber move. Oh, Strowman. I mean, I guess the plan was to keep him off TV this week. Unless they were like, well, we could just have him come in there limping and demanding to take Reed's spot. That would be easier than pulling someone out of her ass. Car smash tsunami. So what do you think's going to happen here? Are we going to get like Pete Dunne attacking Sheamus and Ludwig is going to get the win here? Is that what it's going to be? Yo, what's up, Ajax Johnson? Thanks for being here. Good to see anybody else like Doug Unfunny and Transferring Heat. Anybody else chiming in, saying hello. It's good to see you, and thanks for being here. Monday Night Raw watch along. We might do a few more of these in the fall. We'll definitely be here live for that first one on Netflix. I know that for sure.
It's WWE Week, only on USA. Main bed and breakfast. He's not. Everything okay? Okay. He's on USA Scare Tactics.
That's possible, Juliet. I would think that he would stay off, but off the show, but that makes sense. He did make the trip. If they were going to keep him off TV, probably wouldn't have flown him in. You're probably right about that in terms of him costing Reed the match here if Reed would have worked it, but Reed got COVID. So they might have had Reed and Pete Dunne both get involved, and then Ludwig steals the win. That might be what they were going to do, and they could still accomplish that if Ludwig wins here. And then Strowman can just be canceled out due to his injury. That's my thinking on that. Okay, yeah. So Dunn is facing Trick Williams tomorrow night. Okay, so Pete Dunne might not come out here and get involved with Sheamus. Sheamus might win then. Sheamus and Ludwig are also kind of in the middle of a thing, right? So maybe it's Sheamus getting the win here. But, you know, putting Bronson Reed in this match tonight initially makes me curious what the plan was. I mean, why would they put him in this? You know, unless Strowman just came out to cost him again. But I feel like there was a really good chance he could win. I mean, imagine that. Imagine that match if they actually put him in this and then he wins that Fatal 4-Way and it's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. After the way what they've been doing with Reed for the last few weeks. That would have been intriguing as all hell. And I'm curious if that was maybe the plan. Because if it was, I'd have paid money to see that. That's one of those you're like, no, I actually want to see that. So if he was planned to go all the way here, that really sucks that he got COVID, because that means they have to completely change course, and an opponent they had planned for a pay-per-view is now going to have to be different.
What would y'all name this chapter of your life? Probably family. Family, why is that? Buenos días, buenos días.
La comunidad es el corazón del barrio. Pues sin ella no hay vida, no hay esperanza.
Everything that I'm doing is for my family. Yeah.
Las mismas cosas que yo quiero para mi hijo, las quiero para los niños de la comunidad.
Yeah, well, if Reed would have showed up or would have won tonight, that means he's in that Fatal 4-Way, which means you have to wonder if Braun would have attacked him next week. You know, so maybe the plan was for Braun to knock him out the whole time since they, you know, the car thing could lead to another match. Like Strowman's a strong enough opponent to where it takes Reed a couple of times to, you know, to eliminate him type of thing. Or he's been mowing through everybody else. At some point, we're going to see Rollins back, and that's going to be that feud. I would assume he's going to be working with Reed right off the bat. Look at the size of this guy's head. 33-pound head. Strowman got the jobber entrance with an injury. How funny is that? God, their big man stand in the ring for 18 minutes. Oh, look, we got another little spot here. We're going to show Sheamus at something at the Georgia Tech football game. Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus is famously from Georgia. That's why he has that Irish accent. He played for Georgia Tech. Roman Reigns, I think, played for Georgia Tech, right? Why wasn't Roman there? If you were any whiter, you'd be clear. Rodrigo, yeah, ads are on for this video. Sorry there, man. I usually shut them off when we have a timer and stuff, but I didn't think about it this time around, so. get premium, Rodrigo. Ads will be permanently shut off. Ludwig. Now, this would be kind of interesting if he won because Ludwig had United States title shot last Friday in Berlin, losing to Los Angeles Knight. Ludwig does not wear enough clothes for me. He's so stiff. I hate the way he prances. Drives me crazy. He's a hell of a talent who the company is apparently impressed with and likes a lot. And he's great. But his haircut is awful. He doesn't look like he's any fun, you know? Like, maybe in real life he's a fucking blast. But he just seems like a stiff-ass dude that I wouldn't want to be friends with. The type of dude who drinks, like, tea. You know, that type of thing.
These two have been brawling for months. And this is simply benefiting Braun Strowman in the ring. Yeah, he's getting a walk around.
Nice.
That's why I like to handle the situation.
Oh, wow. Strowman, despite the injuries, does his choo-choo train. Ooh. I love that they just permanently leave that part of the barricade unattached so you can just drive through it. All right, another commercial. Oh, no, I meant like, Barry, if you're drinking a gallon of tea, that means you mean iced tea. I mean, like hot tea, like herbal tea. Like a chamomile tea. I swear to God, this was like last week. I'm at work, and I see a couple drinks up in the bar. The server hasn't come and got them yet. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take them over. And it's a shot of tequila and a beer and an herbal tea. And I take it over, and it's a man and a woman. She's drinking the beer and the tequila, and he's drinking the herbal tea. I just laughed. Like, I can appreciate being sober. I was like, but can you handle her, dude? It's not that she didn't even chill the tequila. It was neat. No fruit. Like a boss.
iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol to kick off your game day. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton and Kaiser. Tiffany's not my type, to be honest. But she is entertaining as all hell. Ooh, see, that I'd eat. Sonic Smasher, that looks fucking good. I don't like ketchup on cheeseburgers, so whenever I see like a burger that doesn't have ketchup and mustard on it, has like something else, like a sauce, I like that better. I would eat a Sonic Smasher.
Today on Nadiana Island.
You are a special person.
Barry, you're glad you don't drink alcohol. You should start. No, don't start. Just moderation is fine.
Free 5G phones when you join, our best deals when you stay. Only at Metro.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Rookie
You're
mistake.
googly moogly.
Maybe
The
just
chefs.
sinners.
I would have been like, you know what? We're just the chefs this week. This week, we're the chefs. I'm not redoing it. It's no big deal. Next week will be the Chiefs again, but we're playing the game as the chefs this week.
Always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache and beard.
Rated T. Star Wars Outlaws. Available now. Play Star Wars Outlaws on Xbox.
Olive Garden's Never-Ending Pasta Bowl is back, which means the never-ending pasta you crave is back.
Never-ending pasta bowl.
Never-ending first course? Well, that's always been here.
I used to work in many years ago. I used to work and manage an Italian restaurant, and the owner was the chef, and he was a trip. And he was so proud because it was his first business he ever opened. He built the place. I helped him build it. My roommate painted the sign. Like, we helped him put this whole thing together. And he was he would work the kitchen line as the chef, and he would put up, you know, bowls of pasta in the window that people were ordering, and like he'd put it up and he'd go, Greg, 18 cents. And he'd tell me like how much each plate cost him to make. He had every like noodle, you know, like accounted for, to where he could tell how much product he's sending out. It was just like 11 cents, 15 cents, and we're charging $15. And so he was just so proud of his markup, his 10,000% markup, and would always brag, 9 cents, Greg, 9 cents. We're charging 13 for it. I'm like, you can make some money off pasta. This shit's cheap as hell.
Back on August 5th, when he met up on Raw, that was last time Sheamus was in with Ludwig Kaiser, and he soundly defeated him. Hit a throat kick and had a pinfall victory. And now he's
Okay, he's gonna do the.
Here goes Kaiser. We've seen this time and again.
Oh, and there comes a chair. Who threw it? Strowman, I guess.
There comes out of nowhere.
And then there's the other part of the barricade falls over. Seems like Strowman was sitting over there the whole time waiting to throw that.
And now it is Kaiser who is down and out.
How many wrestlers do some sort of version of a move where they run around the ring? I feel like there's at least 3.
Strowman straight at Kaiser as he was running full speed, lining up Sheamus.
There is life in this big old big planet. And those ribs, suddenly he can't feel them at all.
Oh, choke slam to Sheamus, and that was a rough landing.
Into the hook of the leg and the cover.
I like how Strowman periodically remembers to sell the ribs. Like he's fine for a couple minutes, and then he's like, oh.
Dropped by that chair launched by Braun Strowman, who then launched the 280-pound frame of Sheamus down into the mat.
Smart to get out of the way.
Back
And
into
a
those
knee to the,
ribs.
yes, right to that lower back side rib area as he's going to get to work on it.
J-Mo knows exactly what he's doing. He's been around the block a million times.
10 feet to the boundary against Nick Strowman.
Just concaving once from Sheamus.
And a knee.
But perhaps that is really it for Strowman. The Kaiser roll.
Nice.
Kaiser roll.
A Kaiser roll. Is that what he calls it? Am I learning this 3 years after the fact that he calls that a Kaiser roll? That is so awesome.
Of this match should have been laid out, should have been down and out, finding new levels. A great technician, and now perhaps it's oh no,
Baszler steps up with the kick.
Insecurity to the face.
Oof.
He can finish him here.
Is that a bro? No, he's. Oh my god, that looked like shit. That made me so mad. There's Pete Dunne. I told you Pete Dunne would be here. It's gonna be Kaiser getting a win. And like I said, I have my own idea of how Shillelagh is spelled, and I always go with my up here. Oh, maybe Strowman's actually gonna win. Oh shit! It is gonna be Strowman. Son of a bitch. All right, Strowman's gonna move on in the. Okay, so maybe it was supposed to be Reed, so now it's going to be Strowman. And in the Fatal 4-Way, Strowman was supposed to cost Reed, but now Reed's just going to cost Strowman. Is that, like, what's happening?
Pete Dunne is sitting here hovering over Sheamus. Braun's got his arm raised. He's headed to the finals.
So it's Jey Uso, Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, and Braun Strowman next week. Winner of that will face Braun Breaker, I guess, at the pay-per-view.
I appreciate you taking this match and being my partner, but we have a past that I can't ignore. So we gotta talk about Man, believe it or not, I used to be you. No friends, lost your family, but I still respect you. Plus, man, I ain't gonna say no to Reed.
He ain't gonna say no to who's gonna say no to Rhea Ripley? None of y'all will. I'm not.
Judgment Day, it is for real.
Yeep. I kind of like that, how Damian Priest kind of wanted to address their past history, and Jay's like, don't worry about it, man. I've been in your shoes. It's all good. Like, it's not even worth talking about. We're fine. Besides, Rhea asked me.
Starts live September 13th at 8, only on USA.
Come on, let's go. Get off here.
Bronson Reed will take out Strowman next week, making it a triple threat. Well, it's already a 4-way.
Touchdown.
Oh, I see what you mean. I'm thinking like Bronson's going to add himself to the match, and then I'm doing the math. I'm like, triple threat is 3, and now you got 5 guys in this thing. I see what you mean. You mean just take him out completely. And it's just a 3-way instead of fatal 4-way. You can have him in it. You're advertising a fatal 4-way. Give us a fatal 4-way. Just have Bronson come out and attack Strowman during the match. That way, at least you still deliver on the fatal 4-way.
50 days. 50 days, and it's refill from Winter Light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Club.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go.
This is the guy in this Corona commercial. Everybody wanted to play Eddie Guerrero.
Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or melts and your favorite side. Combo like never combo before. No one out pizzas a hug.
Hey, get off your...
All right, we got 28 minutes till the end of this show. A couple more matches left. Or I guess maybe one. This is the main event.
It's fierce. The sweat, the grit, the oil. Meet new Olay cleansing melts. This changes the game. Just soak, activate, wash. With silky micro bubbles that go deep for 3 times better clean.
Yeah, I'm thinking who the best option for Breaker to face is going to be coming out of that next week.
I'm lucky. I found the one thing that I was put on this earth to do.
I mean, they might have Strowman go all the way with it, and then Reed can be like, that was my spot. That was my spot. Because who's to say he's even in the clear by next week, you know? He should be, but he might not be.
The NFL is coming back with a 1-2 punch.
Kickoff Thursday, Ravens Chiefs. I got to make a little bit better of an effort to watch a little more football this year. Before, when I lived on the East Coast and before I did YouTube, I lived for Sundays, man. I made a whole day of it. Because I had East Coast time, so the games wouldn't start till 1 on like 10 a.m. here, so I'd have plenty of time to get up, and I'd stock up the house with everything I needed. I'd put some stuff in the crock pot or have meat later to grill and make sure there's beer in the house and plenty of snacks. Plenty of the green gimmick, and I'd have myself a fucking party every Sunday. And then I decided to start this bullshit.
Excuse me, Pete. You just cost Sheamus his chance
Yeah, Pete.
for the Intercontinental Championship.
Pete, huh?
Is there anything you want to say or?
Jackie.
It was just a message from an old friend. So now I'm off to NXT tomorrow night to smash Trick Williams. See ya.
See ya.
Wait,
Bye,
so
Pete.
I'll tell him it's from Butch?
Oh.
No, you didn't, Jackie.
Don't call me Butch.
Don't call me Butch.
That's what sets him off. Don't use the B word.
Don't use the B word.
Call Butch. Wait, next week it's the much anticipated season premiere of Monday Night Raw. We're going to be in Calgary, and of course, a rich in-ring tradition in Calgary. Wait, it's going to determine the #1 contender.
That's cool. Is that Calgary? Is that the city of Calgary? Or is this Denver? Where are we at?
We're going to crown him next week. Today's winners, Dragunov and Strowman joined Pete Dunne, who we just saw. Be careful with his
Oh, I feel like that's definitely Calgary because I don't see no mountains.
fatal four-way matchup. That's next week on Raw.
Plus, it's the rubber match, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bianca Belair.
Yeah, okay, so next week it's going to be Bianca and Jade and Alba and Isla for the titles. Oh, yeah, it's Scotia Bank.
What we saw earlier tonight, Chad Gable made a crazy demand. But Uncle Howdy, he accepted with glee next Monday on Raw.
Oh, is that the way it is? Do I have that wrong?
Made in an 8-person
Victor, the winner of the Fatal 4-Way, faces Reed, then faces Braun, or is this something you're proposing? No, wait, it can't be that because Braun or Reed was supposed to be in the match. Yeah, I don't know. He might come back and demand that. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It depends on when he gets better from the vid. What an entrance here. Is this Priest? I like Damian Priest. He's like kind of like an Undertaker and Razor Ramon kind of mashup.
I thought it was wonderful. Look at this scene, by the way, as he comes through the crowd in Denver, the reaction and the reception he gets. Oh, it was wonderful. On the Basketball and Post show, how much care Priest and Rhea Ripley have for each other, and you saw that.
Yeah, big week of football, Ryan. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday this week. Plus, we got college. It's all football's here, man. Football's going to be the next crazy 4 months here in the States. Our Sunday night watch-alongs, we'll have whatever Sunday night game it happens to be on. We'll have it on the TV and eyeball it like we do every year.
They cost him his world heavyweight championship. They stabbed him in the back. They threw him out of the group, and now they potentially injured Rhea Bloody Ripley. Consequences may be swift for the Punisher.
Finally gets in the ring.
Barry, he's a bisexual Undertaker. Yeah, that means he has sex with dead and alive people. No, I don't think that's the right. That's not the right. That's not right.
I don't know if anyone's ready for this. You gonna dance on the table, Joe?
Go for it, Wade.
It's right behind you.
So we got regular through the entranceway entrance for Jay there. He didn't start from the damn parking lot and walk through the crowd. People are doing that yeet, man. WWE's a machine. Look at that attendance. Look at that. Look at that building. It's incredible. How quickly fans started to give a shit again, you know? There was a time period there not long ago where we were showing pictures of WWE's hard cam area. And now look at this mess. Fucking nuts.
Very serious business to take care of right now, especially for Damian Priest to have it by his side. Big party atmosphere here in Denver. The party is
All right. By the time we get these entrances done, it's going to be a 14-minute match.
with power and Madonna of the Judgment Day, and it's coming out next.
Yeah, I guess, Barry, that would make more sense for Kane, not Priest.
You were made to chase your passions. We were made to put them in a package.
Come on, let's go. Get off me.
It is kind of interesting that they're having Tessitore with Barrett tonight and not Michael Cole, who you would think would want to be there next to him, although maybe Cole is in his earpiece. You know, you think that could be what's going on.
Here's another pizza.
All the ingredients put together.
So what if I told you this was Domino's?
Yeah, we've seen so many. We got chicken tender commercials on here, more than one, like Wingstop and all that shit. One of these places needs to sponsor Dom. When my woman takes me out for tendies, we always come to Wingstop or wherever the fuck they want to do it. That would be so over. Or at least not a restaurant like you said, like a company. Like a bag of them frozen tenders you can buy. But Dominic and Liv on the cover, do some like big marketing campaign where you got Dom and Liv. It would have been funnier if it was Dom and Rhea Ripley when they were together, but put them on a bag of frozen tendies and call them tendies. Oh my God. Lucha tendies? I don't know. Yeah, Wingstop's already a ring canvas sponsor, so why not?
Hey, that's great. And who are the chefs?
Ricky the Steak?
Who are the chefs? That's the team we are this week, Coach Andy Reid.
Finding a home for us was tough, but our agent Joe just got our needs. Hey, Joe! He even clued us in on a local secret, a well-hidden dog P-A-R-K.
At Jimmy John's, just $10.
Fucking Zillow.
8 inches of any original sandwich, Jimmy chips.
Just re-upped my my lease here. Another year number 5 up in here in this house, which is good.
Order the $10 total package meal only at Jimmy John's.
Hey, get off your...
Oh, there you go, Joshua. A Super Bowl commercial would be great. Super Bowl chicken tender commercial with Dominic and Liv. Maybe Liv cutting the tendies for him. But the problem is these places are probably going to want to promote their spicy or saucy wings. And as we know, Dominic doesn't eat ketchup because it's too spicy. So what company wants to promote their just plain-ass tendies, you know? So Dominic might have to branch out. They might have to do a bit on TV where Liv expands his palate and gets him to try more exotic, more adventurous tendies. And once he's ready, then you get him in the sponsorship. That's what you do. You got all winter long to get this done on TV. Just film some segments, Dom and Liv on a date. And she's like, honey, just for once, just try these. Babe, you know I just like them plain. And she'll be like, please, Dominic, for me, honey, please, just try this one. And then he tries it, magically loves it. Now he's addicted. Now he wants to try every sauce, every flavor. He's turned into like a tendy connoisseur. He wants to have his own YouTube channel where he samples and discusses tendies. Oh my God, you could do a whole thing with it. How come none of this shit's been pitched and creative? Somebody tag Triple H and explain and pitch this whole thing to him.
Yeah, they won those titles back on June 14th right here on Raw, but it's what they've done in reshaping Judgment Day that's the focal point tonight, because non-title match, yet so
I thought they were in Edmonton, not Calgary. Oh, they're in Edmonton's Friday. Monday's Calgary.
Right, Joe. Usually a situation like this, you get a golden title opportunity against the tag champs. You think to yourself, if we beat these guys, you know what, we'll probably burn ourselves.
Dominic has no saber flavor. Yeah, but he's got the flavor saber.
Damien Priest at all. This is not about career advancement to him. This is personal. It's about settling a score with some former friends who stabbed you in the back.
this is about the hurt business. And for the first time since then,
We may one day get Roman doing a yeet. It's very possible.
I mean, seriously, Finn, you gotta do that and just tag in McDonough.
Yeah. Finn Balor is, I feel like Balor and Priest will be a bad blood match. Jesus. Balor, you want to turn around?
He just kicked him all the way to our announce table. Now he's gonna get a piece.
Balor's got no choice but to get involved now. Of course, he's not legal. It is JD McDonough who's legal. The
JD with the JD McDonough, the nimble, crafty Irishman. He's nimble. I love that he's nimble.
back in control.
With the big elbow to the big head of McDonough.
A devious game plan by the judge. Oh, pick up. It simply didn't work.
And here comes Jay.
Main event, Jey Uso living
Nice.
up to his name and feeding off the energy from this audience.
Into the cover. Kick by JD.
And how small was that of Rhea Ripley? You needed
So Jay is the latest wrestler to have a custom whatever city I happen to be in merch shirt that he's going to wear every week. Like Brock and his Suplex Cities. And I know there's been others.
It was never going to be easy, was it, Joe? They ain't the tag team champions for nothing, you know.
And Balor stomping down on that.
We're in the Ball Arena.
All the yeeting in the world.
So this is where the Nuggets play? This same building where all the bullshit went down? With Vince and Kennedy and Kroenke and the ESPN interview with Coachman and the Lakers versus Nuggets 10-man tag and all that nonsense. Vince was such a fucking asshole. It's one of the perfect examples of just what a shitty person he is how he behaved during that whole thing. Guy's a fucking maniac. I was already kind of like off the Vince wagon by then, but man, that was one of the last things that sealed it. I'm like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Fucking asshole. I'm like, can you be more of a dick? Jesus. Vince McMahon just turned 79 a couple days ago. I think, or 78. He old.
Up and over, sent by Jey Uso. Here he comes. Lower that top rope and go flying by Braun.
Big Jey Uso dive to both Judgment Day members.
These two, the Judgment Day, are in big trouble. Can Jey Uso and Damian Priest pull out a victory here?
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 competitors are about to enter the ring to earn the title.
This is a weird name for a NBA team. Like nuggets of what? What are they nuggets of? Could be anything. Could be chicken. Could be turds. Could be gold. Could be mota. Could be a lot of things.
USA's The Anonymous. New episode next.
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Swiffer Power Mop.
Could be Owen.
All-in-one cleaning tool. The
gives you a mop and bucket clean.
Golden nuggets. Okay, so gold. Okay. Oh, yeah. Denver out there, all the gold rush shit was happening out there. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Okay, so it makes a little more sense now that I comprehend that. I'm like, yeah, gold rush.
So you can clean your home faster than ever. Don't mop harder. Mop smarter.
Nuggets of gold.
Come on, let's go. Get off here.
I watched the game where they beat the Sonics. And it was like Dikembe Mutombo like laying on the ground with the ball. They were like, it was like an 8 beating a 1 or whatever it was. I remember watching that game. I was at work.
Come on, let's go. Get off here. Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
Embrace the fine life. Yeah, summer's almost over. It's going to be time for chillier weather. And I ran into Home Depot today, and they had the craziest Halloween display. Fucking Chucky. Everybody's like filming it with their cameras.
Not so fast. The general's coming with you. Mom, he gave us a break on our car insurance, and he'll look after you too.
Yep, with flexible payment options.
Okay, but why is Shaq coming too?
To show you how it's done.
Oh, Shaq's going to the prom? All right. Because that's who you want there. Oh, yeah, a lot of good tropical weather there in Flint, Michigan. Man, the fucking app I use plays the same commercials. They play them like in a row sometimes. I just got that Mountain Dew commercial with the Bigfoot twice in a row.
Does we get in control of the corner Jay Uso? This odd, unlikely pairing of Jay Uso and Damian Priest that came to be basically as a favor from Rhea Ripley asking of Jay Uso. They don't have any chemistry as a tag team.
Yeah, not at all. Not only that, they're also fighting each other for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash not so long ago. How can you really expect to compete with the World Tag Champions with that lack of history, lack of cohesion against clearly?
Yeah, and this match is not even for the championships.
Massively since that initial burst of energy from Jey Uso and Damian Priest. This to me was inevitable, Joe.
No doubt about it. Looked like there was just a moment of hope for Jay, and then all of a sudden, judgment.
I'm not sure if Dom and Liv will run back out here or if they're just completely gone.
Turned and the springboard seated and into the cover. The hook of the leg by Jay. Dave for the win, and a kick out by Jay, who desperately needs to get the tag with Damian Priest.
I like how they kind of see how they're running through the results right now here in the bottom left.
This industry over 10 years ago by Baszler, trained in a school in Ireland. So much chemistry, so much cohesion, and that is why they're
That's smart.
in control now.
They should have always been doing that.
Are looking bleak for Priest and especially main event Jey Uso.
CJ working at the left arm. Jey Uso, that was going on throughout the commercial break when he stepped away for just a moment as well. As Jay back to his feet. Can he find the strength? Can he rally back? Sends a right hand against.
Ooh, good right hand by
Denver was chanting scriptedly.
McDonough.
Bobblehead.
His bobblehead.
And now a series of yeet leveling right hands. And one last one for the.
Oh, God.
So effective, but Jey
When it comes to being in the ring,
with some dire
one move I wouldn't want to take is a headbutt. I'd just be too worried they're going to hit me for real. You just got to really trust them not to literally cave your head in.
chance, but he needs this tag, Joe.
He said it's very enough to create the opening. So let Damian Priest out of the cage. Here he comes.
Hot tag to Priest.
His former allies. As volatile as they come. On the Judgment Day wanted anything but this. Big right hand from the
Another couple of good forearm strikes there by Priest to Baszler. He's in full control.
inside the massive body of Damian Priest right now. And he's unloading on his former Judgment Day teammates. How good does this have to feel? And now
Look out.
he's left in there. Oh, he's trying to roll him up. He's been, but a kick out.
I remember during the pandemic watching the Damian Priest and Finn Balor match at NXT in your house. With Balor getting the win, I believe.
6'5" plus, and that big leg getting up to take down Finn Balor.
Oh, wow. Boom.
Tapping into that blind rage that cost him at SummerSlam. Now using it to his advantage. He wants south of heaven here at a Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, South of Heaven countered into kind of a victory roll-ish.
Finn Balor, former world heavyweight champion in his own right.
And this referee in the ring, this is the guy that's like Priest's friend, right? Is that it? No way. Priest ain't getting taken out by that. There's 5 minutes in the show left. Oh, is Drew being awesome on Twitter? Let's look up and see what Drew did.
Might be about to get even worse on the wrong side of the tracks now. Against two men who know his every weakness.
Oh, that wasn't that bad. Double cross. Super kick to Balor, who's out. One to JD. A spear coming, I think. Yep. Setting up JD for the splash. I feel like something else is going to happen here. There's Liv. I like her pants. I feel like Ripley's going to hobble out on crutches. Ben's going to give him the double kicks here to the corner, right? Nope, sling blade. There's the double kick. Coup de Gracie coming up. And a moonsault. Wow, Priest breaks up the 3 count. I thought that was kind of going to be it, but I guess not. It ain't over yet. There's Ripley's music. I feel like she's going to be on that crutch, hobbling out there. That's exactly what she's doing. She should play it off and act like watch, say she's not hurt now. Oh yeah, she's going to be faking, watch. Watch her fake. Maybe not. I feel like Ripley's faking. Yeah, she's faking. Yeah, the fact that Liv got in her face. Oh no, she's still okay. I thought she was faking. She's not. She's limping. Oh yeah, I thought she was going to reveal that she was just kind of overselling the leg. She's not really that hurt, but I guess she is. All right, there's a tag there to Priest. I don't think either one of these two dumbasses sees it. There we go. No, I was about to say, Balor is not going to be the one to take the pin here. Spear. There we go. Baszler or JD will take the finish here. Razor's Edge coming. I feel like Razor's Edge into a splash. Ugh.
As Rhea looks on, loving every second of it. She is the one who put this team together on short notice. And now Jey Uso, with no Liv Morgan in sight, does land the Uso splash.
And that's ball game. Uso and Priest get the win. Yeah, Priest and Baszler is what they're clearly pushing for. Can you stretch Priest and Baszler all the way to Bad Blood, though? Damn, Mike Witt, you're just showing up now? We're about to be done. Yeah, we're doing a watch-along. We might do these on Mondays here in like next few Mondays. Mm. To the Yeetmeister. Right on. Not bad. What'd y'all think of the show? I thought it was pretty good. Raw was fun tonight. Had some interesting stuff and set us up kind of for Bad Blood. The angle between Punk and Drew McIntyre was terrific. My God, that was so good. And now we know that's going to set up for their Hell in the Cell match. Gunther is on pace to face Sami Zayn, which is great. Baszler and Priest are headed for a clash. So are Ripley and Morgan. Fun stuff from WWE tonight. Yeah, so you're thinking Damian and Jay are going to win the tag belts? I wanted Damian and Rhea to win the tag belts. But yeah, they might go after the tags. But Jay's got he's in the Fatal 4-Way thing next week. And he's got other aspirations as well. So right on. It was fun. I'm glad, David, that it was fun watching Raw on your birthday. Happy birthday again to you. And keep a lookout on the channel this week. I've got some things planned. I might even be here on my birthday, which is Friday. We might come up and do a big post SmackDown podcast since we have the all-out watch-along to do on Saturday. So I'm trying to figure out my schedule. Keep a lookout for that. I also have to come up here and predict All Out as well, which we might wind up doing on Friday night. So just keep a lookout on the channel here this week. We've been here 4 days in a row doing streaming, so it's been a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who hung out with us for the Friday pod. Then we had Bash in Berlin on Saturday. Then we had the watch-along last night, watch-along tonight. Very, very busy week for us, and it's going to continue. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, smash that thumbs up button on your way out the door here, and we will be catching you in just a couple of days. Thanks for hanging out and having a fun Labor Day holiday with me tonight. It was a blast.